Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Service at an affordable price. They take pride in their work and love to take care of the great people in their community. LaCourse Pest Control, our family working to protect yours. Owners Josh and Brandy LaCour. Give them a call at 337-884-7435. They also want to say good luck to the Kinder Yellow Jackets this season. Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidring a call today at 337-942-7222. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Bork's Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of their original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. The Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also serving dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. They are also now serving cold draft beer. So make reservations or take it to go. They're also offering catering. Give them a call at 337-948-0049 or give them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com.
It's year 6 of Under the Lights, and tonight we've got a huge football game on deck. Get your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and crank it up to 11 because high school football is live right here on Under the Lights. Get ready for those holy cows, the Gary Swallow wows, and the unforgettable plays that will have us talking for years to come. It's 48 minutes of pure excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Live from the broadcast booth, here's the voice of Under the Lights, Jordan Taylor.
Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday Night Football, Week 6, live from John C. Buck Stadium. 2 years ago, we were here, finally back, and it feels so darn good to be back here at John C. Buck Stadium. Great hospitality and pregame. 2 great football teams have made their way fixing the battle in between the trenches. Thursday night football, week 6. 4-1 South Beauregard, 4-1 Kinder. Does not get any better than that. Got Enoch Brogy with me, Alex Golden with me, and even a special guest that's going to do some stats with us. Little Sonia is with us tonight. Enoch Brogy, check into the chat at this time, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Ready for this game. This is going to be a great one. You got South Beauregard, who has packed their side of the stands, and you have Kinder, who is filling in theirs. There are still a bunch of cars coming into the stadium to support their Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a packed house tonight for two very good football teams right here in the middle of the year.
And it's Patriot Night, moments away from honoring the veterans that are lined up in the end zone at this time. So we'll go zoom in on those guys. What an awesome tribute and what an honor it is to be here this evening. Thank you for the invite. Thank you to the head football coach and the administration here at Kinder High School. Red, white, and blue has filled the stadium. The 50-yard line is painted in our American flag color. So it's going to be an awesome night for football, and it is Patriot Night, and the veterans are fixing to get honored.
Yep. Always like to see the veterans get honored for everything they do for us. So I love this gesture that Kinder's doing.
Absolutely. Got Mr. Alex Golden, second time with the panel here at this time. Alex, talk to us, my friend. Back again another week.
Yeah, man, exciting. You can feel the energy in here. It's going to be a great one tonight. Hope y'all get to enjoy this show.
It's 4-1, non-district contest here. Last year, these guys met in district play, but Kinder makes the drop down to 2A. South Bow still on their schedule, so good to see this game still played this year. This time, how about we go and check on some impact players on both sides tonight. We start with South Bow, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, Cade Jackson. Number 2, Noah Fontenot. And number 9, Walker Langton. Those three got to have a big night to come pull off a big win on the road here.
Oh, absolutely. And you know the coaches are going to put them in every position in order to do so.
For the Yellow Jackets of Kinder, number 10, Logan LeBruff. What a treat it was to call his name last week. Can he have another big-time football game? Number 7, John Luke Benley, amazing receiver for this football team. Can he have a big night through the air? And number 18, Connor LaForgue, your 3 impact players tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And you look at both sides, there's many other guys that could have big nights, but we're going to highlight these 6 at this time.
Yep. Expect a bunch of plays to be made by their playmakers for the impact players, but it'll be nice to see what some of the unsung heroes, the guys that may not get quite as much of attention. There's always an opportunity to make a big play.
Yes, you look at Kinder's offensive line, you look at South Bow's front 7. That should be a great battle for 4 quarters tonight.
Definitely something I'm going to be watching intently throughout the game.
Let's go to keys to victory at this time. We start with South Bow to come pull off a big-time win on the road. You start with number 1. You got to limit the penalties here tonight. Can't have a lot of penalties add up because that kills momentum and drives.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, take some shots down the field, throw the ball, see if one of your receivers can come down with a big time catch.
Oh, yeah. If you have confidence with your offense to be able to take shots down the field, you should be able to take them, but do it within reason. Don't try to force anything. If it's there, take it by all means. Take what the defense gives you.
Number 3, you got to get 11 hats to the ball on defense. That's got to be a key factor. Rally to the football tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the run game's going to be a key focal point for Kinder, and South Bow is very aware of it too. They're going to make sure that they swarm on run defense.
Got to match Kinder's physicality tonight. Make this a physical football game for 4 quarters. Who will come out of it after 48 minutes?
It's going to be a very good question that we're going to find out pretty soon.
And then number 5 for South Bow, you're 4-1. You got to come in here confident and playing with your hair on fire.
When you get to 4-1, whether you're Kinder or South Bow, getting to 4-1 is important because not only are you happy that you're winning, but you're going into the next games expecting to win.
Yep.
So it should level your playing ability, should level your level it up.
Yep, absolutely. Kinder, keys to victory. Last week, we talked about 3 drives that winded up with no points. Tonight, you get inside the red zone. You got to go cash in.
And luckily for Kinder, in the second half of that game, when they got into the red zone as many times as they did, they were able to capitalize on it. They weren't able to quite do it in the first half, but in the second half they were. So with Kinder, bet they looked at that on film, and they're going to look to adjust, make sure that they capitalize more than they did.
Number 2, points off of turnovers. The defense is really good. It's an unorthodox type of defense that is not going to line up with you in the trenches. They're going to blitz all night. No one's going to line up. So expect a lot of things from this Kinder defense. But when you cause turnovers, you got to go get points off of turnovers.
Yes, and those exotic blitzes and that sort of prowl defensive line that Kinder likes to run, it can be very frustrating.
Absolutely. We're going to speed through the rest of these. Got to get off the field on third down. We talked about the defense, how good they actually are. They're going to throw a lot of exotic stuff your way. And then special teams could be a big factor in this one. Your extra points, field position on punts, in the kick return game. Can you flip the field and set up your offense with good field position? And the final key to victory, if you get to the fourth quarter, give it to the closer. Let number 10 go close the show.
Oh, yeah, let Mr. LaBeouf do his thing.
Check on that game day weather at this time. Game day temperature 75 degrees, slight wind, no chance of rain. It feels amazing here at John C. Buck Stadium tonight.
Oh, yeah, clear skies, no chance of rain, didn't need to bring the tent, so it's nice.
On the broadcast tonight, play-by-play, Jordan Taylor. Color commentary, Enoch Brogy. Producer tonight, Alex Golden. And for the very first time, Mr. Foster Saunier volunteered to do stats for us tonight. So we take all the help we can get. Thank you to Mr. Saunier making his debut. How old are you, Mr. Saunier?
Hey, Foster, how old are you, man?
12-year-old making his broadcast debut tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be seeing him playing football for Kinder in a couple years.
So we'll step away at this time. We'll be right back. So both teams are still in the locker room at this time. Fixing to have a veterans getting honored here at John C. Buck Stadium. South Bow still in their end zone. Kinder still in their locker room. So tonight they will honor all veterans in attendance regardless of whichever sideline they chose to sit on. The local veterans of American Legion Post 244, VFW Post 12203, and Vietnam Vets of American Chapter 215 are selling raffle tickets to win a 2024 Honda Ranch four-wheeler with a trailer. So they are selling raffle tickets here this evening also. So Coach Reed makes the light jog to the locker room, go and get his team out, and we're moments away here from John C. Buck Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jordan Taylor. This is Under the Lights. Thanks everyone for choosing our platform to bring you Thursday night coverage. Some great games going on across the state of Louisiana right now. So we'll keep you updated with those scores all night. Check on those game day uniforms at this time, Alex. South Bow will wear white on purple. Kinder will wear black on black. And we do have a light issue right now, Enoch.
Okay.
If you look across the field towards the South Bow side, the stadium light is currently off.
Yeah, to our left.
So we may be without one of our lights here tonight.
Delayed this time, but the game will be started here shortly.
So we do have a light. Kinder comes out of their locker room, so let's show you that light that is out. So we'll be not the best lights tonight. Will be dark, but Kinder exits their locker room and they're moments away from taking their sideline. And it looks like number 2, Isaiah Thomas. Number 6, Bryson England has the American flag ready to run out. And a couple of them with American flags, I'm sure they're going to make their way across the field and shake every veteran's hand.
South Beauregard is also getting ready to do their run out to their side of the field.
Actually, they're restretching.
Oh, they are restretching. Yep, see it now.
So a little delay here. Bear with us, folks. We'll bring you kickoff as soon as we're ready to go. I see Mr. Jess in the chat. Mr. Jess, are you actually at the stadium? And here comes the 4-1 Kinder Yellow Jackets, ladies and gentlemen. Old Patriots tonight are going to make their way across the field.
No shortage of American flags here.
Tonight we have the South Beauregard Golden Knights playing
Love to see it.
Yellow.
And they're going to shake the veterans' hands. What an awesome moment this is here.
Oh, yeah.
Take this opportunity to thank all our veterans in attendance. So if you look to the east side end zone, you will see our nation's heroes standing before you. The veterans of Allen Parish have veterans of the Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War, Operation Gothic Serpent in Somalia, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as veterans of peacetime operations and National Guard missions for Hurricane Katrina, Rita, Gustav, Laura, Delta, Ida, as well as Task Force COVID and the operations on the southern border. Today, we would like to take a minute to recognize one of our veterans who unfortunately is not here with us in attendance. He just turned 100 years old last month and is one of Louisiana's remaining World War II veterans. His name is Mr. Mason Fontenot, and he served in the U.S. Navy. As I say your military branch, if you're in the stands, please rise if able, and if you're on the field, please raise your hand to be recognized. Coast Guard, Space Force, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and Army. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all your service to our nation, and we're forever grateful for the freedoms that we have today because of the men and women who have served and are serving our great country. And now,
Got a little bit of distraction.
At this time, we will go to the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Can we stack that behind this? Will that help you?
and starting lineups for tonight's game for your Kinder Yellow Jackets on offense is number 54, Paxton Parati, number 72, Guy Hayes, number 50, Monroe Guidry, number 74, Hunter Sonia, number 69, Riley Edwards, number 10, Logan LaBeouf, number 88, Hudson Guidry, number 4, Landon Rice, number 17, John Luke Bindley, and number 0, Keene Perkins. And on defense for the Yellow Jackets is number 23, Eli Self, number 73, Trey Levan, number 69, Riley Edwards, number 7, Grayson Bauer, number 54, Paxton Parati, number 6, Bryson England, and number 18, Connor LaFleur. And in the secondary is number 12, Mason LaFleur, number 9, Braxton Manil, number 11, Noah Romero, number 40, John Roberts, and number 16, Joey Lovejoy. And at this time, would everyone remove their caps for the opening prayer? In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of football. We thank you for the opportunity to come together and compete in this great game. We ask for your protection as we play. Keep us safe from injury and help us to avoid any unnecessary risk. We also ask for your help in maintaining good sportsmanship. Let us remember that we're all here to have fun and that no one game is more important than the relationships we will build with each other. Help us to be gracious in victory and humble in defeat. Finally, we ask for your blessing on all those who love this game, whether they are players, coaches, or fans. May football always bring us joy, and may we always remember to give you glory in our wins and losses. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner played by the Kinder Band of Gold. Play ball.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Week 6 edition of high school football here in the great state of Louisiana. Tonight's contest brings us the 4-1 Road Dogs tonight. South Beauregard, 4-1, red-hot football team out the gates. They're excited. They're pumped up for this one. Going to be a great one. They're going to take on the home dogs themselves here at John C. Buck Stadium. The Kinder Yellow Jackets comes in 4-1 record. Something's got to give. Someone's getting their 5th win here this evening, Enoch.
Yep, 5th win in 6 games. Always a good way to start the season. And you're going to use this momentum to work your way through the rest of the year. Hopefully that you still only have that one loss when the regular season's over with.
Captains for the Yellow Jackets, number 7, Brayson Browen. Number 9, Braxton Manuel. Number 74, Hunter Sonye. And number 34, Will Fontenot. You got the captains for South Beauregard. Tough to see.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see the numbers for it. Might have to wait until they turn.
I think this is a Lake Charles officiating crew tonight, Enoch.
I believe you're correct on that.
It's gonna be a fire. Bye, everyone.
Number 11, Jacob Markenthal.
Who's the only one?
And number 2, Noah Fontenot.
There we go.
Captains for South Beauregard.
Let's defend the lights.
Messed it up.
Oh, it's number 13.
Correction. We'll get those numbers for you. South Bow has 1 to toss. So that was number 13,
And number
Ben
74.
Flick. And number 74, Noah Rockwell. Captains for South Beauregard.
Oh, okay. I kind of like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next 48 minutes, enjoy yourself. Grab your favorite beverage, kick back in the recliner, turn this sucker up to 11. We're live here from John C. Buck Stadium. Great atmosphere on hand. Packed house. South Bow, they made the trip. They're here. Kinder, they're still piling in. Bleachers are full. Great football coming at you live into your living rooms. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be an exciting 48 minutes here, as you said, Jordy. Can't wait to see how this one's going to turn out. Southbow's going to receive.
South Beauregard will receive the opening kickoff here, and back deep for the Knights, number 1, Cade Jackson. South Bow fresh off of a state championship in baseball, so there's a lot of excitement at the school right now. They're off to a 4-1 start. So football coming off of a baseball state championship. South Bow right now, they're rolling.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're looking forward to keeping it going.
Number 14 doing the kicking duties, Mr. LaCour. Boot meets ball, and we're underway here from John C. Buck Stadium. Taking in by number 27 around the sideline. Big time return here to start this one. And he is pushed out of bounds, but not before a huge return from number 27, Caleb Lameau. And that's where the Knights will set up shop, 1st and 10. Here comes the Knights offense.
He was able to get some speed as he was running east and west, was able to turn the corner, and got a good return there.
Quarterback for South Beauregard is number 16. Receivers in the backfield, shotgun formation, inside handoff.
Looks like number 23.
So number 23 there picks up 2 yards. And that was Skylar Streetmatter.
Yep, got 2 yards on that play.
And they're going to go hurry up offense. We're going to have to be quick here with it tonight.
Yep.
Going to drop back the pass, fires into the flats, got a man open. And the pass is complete to his receiver, number 5, Luke Fontenot.
Tackle made by number 12.
He's picked up 5 yards there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. And Kinder going to be penalized here. Offsides, little early start. You know they want to come and blitz all night, so you got to be careful.
Yep. But sometimes that no huddle can offset some of those blitzing packages that you run. They're going to go with 3 down men on this one.
Newtail back into the game. It is number 22, Gonna fake the carry here. Number 16 running behind his offensive line.
Carry is number 16. Tackle made by number 7.
Looks like they're going to give him 6 yards on that play. It'll be second down and 4. And they're right back up to the line again, more tempo.
They go quick and a drop back the pass, fires into the flats. Pass is complete to number 11. And he's going to pick up enough for another night first down.
Looks like they're going to give him 6 yards on that one for that completion and run.
So up tempo out the gate. Here comes the blitz. Handoff.
22.
To number 22, Cullen Dickerson. And he picks up about 5 yards. And what an opening drive here.
Oh, yeah.
For South Beauregard.
Breakneck pace here.
Quarterback pulls again.
Looks like he's pretty close to the first down.
Number 16, Christian Wold there on the carry.
They will give him the first down, 6 yards for number 16.
Number 16, I'm sorry.
What a pace to this opening drive here.
And 22 gets the ball again.
Looks like tackle made by number 23 Self and number 6 Eaglin.
Picked up 4. 2nd and 6. No time to breathe. Here we go again. They snap that ball less than 10 seconds there. And 16 gets around the edge and going to be close. And I think he does have enough for another first down. So
I think he got about 9 yards on that play. Good run there.
Snapping the ball before the play clock hits under 30 seconds.
Ball at the 5-yard line, it looks like.
First and goal. Ball is at the 5-yard line. Knocking on the doorsteps. Here comes the blitz. 22 goes up the middle. Gets in. Touchdown Knights. What a drive to start this one right down the field. And that one was quick. 9:51 on the game clock. Up tempo, and South Beauregard comes on the road here and makes an early statement. And they will go swinging gate here.
And that touchdown run was by Dickerson.
That was number 22, Cullen Dickerson, capping off an impressive drive here. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it's good by plenty. Number 26, Samuel Smith, makes this a 7-point game, and game clock is out right now in the stadium. So we will keep the score on our screens here tonight. So how many seconds on the game clock, Alex, since the game clock is out?
We have 9:51 left in the first quarter. The clock is right. That's not the score.
Okay, so they're fixing it right now in the stadium. So 9:51 to play from John C. Buck Stadium. South Bow strikes first. It is 7-0. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. And this could be onside kick coming at you right here.
Could very well be. If you successfully convert this onside kick, puts that Kinder defense right back on the field.
And they break off. Back deep for Yellow Jackets, number 2. Correction. Number 13, correction, that's Simeon. And Simeon trying to get something out of nothing there. They're going to set up the Yellow Jackets 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
7-yard return, crisis averted there as he didn't secure the ball as he was trying to corral it in. Had to go back and get it.
First and 10, Yellow Jackets. Isaiah Thomas calling shots here. Hands it off
ran to his own lineman.
To the big bruiser.
And
LaBeouf going to pick up 5 yards there to start this drive.
That's a good run considering that he ran into his own lineman behind the line of scrimmage, was able to still make something out of that.
2-time winner of Player of the Game honors last week. What a phenomenal finish he had to that one. He's trying to do something that no one's ever done and win 3 in 1 year.
Yep.
2nd down and 5, and he gets another carry here, following behind his really good offensive line. Dragging defenders. for 8 yards there, enough for a first down, and just like that, the way this tempo is going, we may be in for a lot of points.
Oh, looking like we're going to have a shootout. Should be fun.
Ball at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, ball's at the 42-yard line.
Southpaw is 3 down linemen.
And Thomas going to drop back the pass, looks under all kind of pressure. Buying time, fires a pass last second. And guess who?
Number 17.
We said impact player in pregame, didn't we? We said he had the best hands on the team. And he comes through right there, number 17, John Luke Bentley, with a big-time first down.
A ultimate all-star Buick of Sulphur. First down, Jackets.
That was a 12-yard gain there, Jordy. That's first set of downs for the Yellow Jackets.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. And handoff to LaBeouf. LaBeouf finds a seam up the middle.
Right through the middle, got about 3 yards.
And goes for 3 yards there.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Like maybe a gain of about.
Wonder if Skinner's going to try to go for a pass again.
So game clock is fixed here in the stadium. So we do have the game clock working again, but the lights are still out over there on the South Beauregard sideline. 2nd down and 7. Quarterback will drop back the pass. Got a man wide open. It's number 4. It's Rice, and Rice falls down inside the red zone. The big tight end.
That was a gain for about 25 yards right there.
Goes down to the 16-yard line.
No, it was 25 yards. It's at the 41. It's a 25-yard gain.
First down, Jackets.
Wide open,
Kinder
too. Didn't really have anybody close to him there.
trying to answer here. Two good offenses going at it here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got press man.
And Noah Romero gets the carry, spins off a tackle.
Away.
And Noah, tough as nails, picks up 8 yards there.
Oh, he doesn't mind running hard either, just like LaBeouf. He'll run hard and run through the tackles and deliver contact when needed.
Gain of 8. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 yards to go. Looks like the ball is on about the 8-yard line.
2nd and 2, ball's at the 8-yard line. 7:28 to play, first quarter, 7-0 your score. But Yellow Jackets trying to answer.
Yeah, South Beauregard has sent the blitz a couple of times so far on this drive.
Hand off to LaBeouf, and LaBeouf around the edge. He's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Well, 5 minutes of play, and both offenses marched right down the field. And we're in for a treat here tonight, Enoch.
Look, if you love offense, tune into this game and stay tuned in. And with the way it's looking so far,
no extra
points.
No extra points tonight for the Yellow Jackets, it seems like.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, maybe so. Here we go. We did not see but 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3 last week, and there we go. That's what I thought.
That's it. Yep, I will.
That's what I thought. I thought they were going for it. Penalty flag, offsides on the defense. So now you put the offense back on the field, right?
I would think so.
Unless you got a little chip shot here.
Could be running swinging gate, though.
They will run swinging gate here. We saw it last week. They're very comfortable whenever they get into this package. Quarterback will call his own number, and he runs it right into a brick wall. And South Bow does give up a big drive, but they come up with a big-time stop here on the goal line. And we have a new score, ladies and gentlemen. 7:09 to play. First quarter, South Bow 7, Kinder 6. Stick with us. You're watching Thursday night football.
Thursday night.
Week 6, live on Under the Lights. Alex, South Bow, up-tempo, right down the field in a blink of an eye. Kinder didn't take long, right down the field, and 7-6 ball game, offenses came to play.
Absolutely. That opening kickoff for South Bow definitely set the tone for this game.
So we're trying to, we got to make sure we on our P's and Q's up here because both offenses they're ready to play some football.
Oh, yeah. Trying to make sure we get all the stats right, especially with how quick both of these teams have been running their offenses. He's going to kick it deep.
And a little sky kick here, take it in about the 28-yard line. 15 going to try to get something here and pushes forward too close to the 34-yard line.
15 for the Golden Knights.
It almost looked like he wanted to take a knee at first, but he was like, okay, I'll just go and return it.
We'll bring up first and 10 for the. We'll bring up first and 10 for the Golden Knights. Well, Ramsey Gibson stays on first and 10 for the Golden Knights. Ball.
First and 10 Knights. Nice back to action here, and that play right there
Quarterback keeper.
is working.
Number 16.
They're going to keep running it.
They will. Looks like number 9 and number 7 and on the stop for the Yellow Jackets. But that's a fresh set of downs for South Bow, and they're getting right back to it.
Christian Wool, and they're not letting Kinder rest here tonight. The game plan is simple. We're going up tempo. We're coming on the road. We're trying to make this a business trip.
7 and 73 on the stop there for that run. Limited damage, only gave up 5 yards on that play.
Now they're going to drop back the pass. Double move, got a man wide open, and he underthrows the football. It would have been a touchdown if it had hit him on the money.
Yep. Still a big gain. Still positive yardage there.
Sideball with the double move. And not even a minute later, they're right back in the red zone.
Oh, yeah. Unreal pace here.
First down, quarterback pulls.
Kinder sent a blitz there.
And be tripped up for a gain of 2. So
Linebacker came in on the blitz.
one of the few times that they have stopped this offense. And here we go again. There's a snap. And defense starting to make a couple plays here. Back-to-back plays by Mr. LaForgue, huh?
Not even 10 seconds off of the game clock in between that first and second down.
And
Or game clock, play clock, that's what I meant.
And they're trying to get some substitutions in.
It's an official timeout.
And there's an injured Yellow Jacket down on the field. So tonight, when you're trying to sub and they're going that quick, I mean, you see this tempo. What are your thoughts, Alex?
The tempo has many great things for an offense. It takes the defense's play calling abilities away. They got to get the play in fast, and the substitutions in fast, because going fast, then big boys get tired real fast.
And they're snapping the football not even 10 seconds off the play clock. They got the play. They're ready to go.
Great job by the South Bow coaches for getting this going.
And Alan Parrish going to Europe.
So we'll step away, ladies and gentlemen, as they look at the injured Yellow Jacket this time. We'll be right back. 5:57 to play. First quarter, 7-6 your score. Third down and 5. South Bow threatening here. March right down the field once again, but Kinder starting to stiffen a little bit on defense. Only 3 down linemen. So linebackers, you know they blitz every play, but it's got to be exhausting right at this point of how fast they're going.
Oh, yeah. Big third down here. They're using that prowl sort of defense, trying to
quarterback pull here.
See where they're going to blitz.
Missed the first tackle, lowers his hat, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Has enough for a first down, and the Knights knocking on the doorsteps again.
Yep, that unreal pace. Even after the break, still got the first down on that one.
There's a snap, hands-out handoff. And might have picked up a yard or 2 there.
I think he just got 1. Good job by that interior offensive line.
Cullen Dickerson.
Or defensive line.
The lead back here. Will he get another carry here? Instead, it's the quarterback.
Keeper.
And the quarterback falls forward. He's in. Touchdown, Knights.
Number 16, Christian Wold.
For an up-tempo offense.
Number 16, Christian Wold. 4-6 to extend their lead. Is that his second touchdown of the night?
I believe you are correct. That's number 2. That's touchdown number 2 for number 16. Or no. Is it? Okay, no, it is his first one. Number 22 scored the first touchdown.
Okay. Make sure we keep it wrote down.
We'll mark it. We'll mark it TV.
26 on to do the kicking duties. Samuel Smith. Low snap, and they're going to go fire here. Looking, throw back, and the pass is intercepted, but you cannot return it.
Intercepted by number 12, Mason LaForge.
So we have a new score here from John C. Buck Stadium. 5:03 to play. First quarter, South Bow 13, Kinder 6. Stick with us. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Never know here, Enoch. Instead, they break it off. Keep an eye out on that. A surprise onside kick is when they bunch like that at the kickoff.
Yep. Always something to keep an eye on, especially in high school football. You never know when teams on the high school level want to throw an onside kick your way.
Little line drive kick taken in by Simeon.
Crowded in this time. Good job.
Full head of steam, but better kick coverage there for the Knights, and a penalty flag flies late.
I wonder if this one's coming back. I wonder if it's going to be a block in the back, blindside block, something along those lines.
And that'll be an ultimate time break.
I think it is against the Yellow Jackets.
It is, but I think it's a holding call here.
Yep.
So we'll set up Kinder deep into their own territory. It is a holding call, and we'll see where they spot this football. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, where the Yellow Jackets will take over, down by 7 with 4:56 to play, first quarter.
Big time drive here for the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if they're able to respond like they did with the first drive. I think possessions are going to matter, especially if you're scoring this much. So
quarterback pulls there, looking for Perkins. Got a man wide open, and he underthrows his intended receiver. If he leads John Luke there, that one may go the distance.
Yeah, he was behind the defender on that one. He was behind the closest defender. Had that ball been thrown a little bit higher and a little bit further his way, that would have been a touchdown. That was a good 18-yard gain there through the air.
There's a snap, high snap, and quarterback's just going to have to fall on it there to avoid a turnover, and not what you need if you're the Yellow Jackets. Cannot go in reverse here.
So about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up, looks like a second.
It looks like he lost about 7 yards on that play. Did a good job finding where the ball was and just falling on it.
4:09 to play. Check on scores from around the state at the end of the first quarter.
Got a few big games. Keep our eye out on. He's playing tonight as well.
There's a snap. Quarterback looks, fires, and pass is short. And they say his knee was down, but number 17 again, John Luke Bentley.
It's going to bring up second down and a third down.
They're going to make this 3rd down and 11.
All at the 43-yard line.
Another ball that was kind of thrown not in an ideal spot, but was able to make the catch regardless. Had he been able to keep his knee up, he would have been able to do some more damage with it.
So 3rd down here. Ball lies at the 43-yard line.
Now, depending on how many yards you get on this 3rd down, if they don't get the 1st down, see what they do.
Quarterback will roll, looks, interested in the play, fires a pass last second, and he throws it behind his intended receiver. Was looking for the big tight end there. Number 88, Hudson Guidry.
We had number 88 in space as well.
And now decision time. You sent out the punting unit here. Have not stopped South Bow yet in this first quarter, but you got to make them drive the whole field here. You can't give them a short field.
Yep, I agree with this decision. Just punt it away. Don't want to give them a short field, especially with how they've been able to move the ball so far in this first quarter.
And back to return.
Number 25, Cooper Lemons.
The Golden Knights is number 5, Luke Fontenot.
Timeout, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, they don't have enough on the field, my
I think
friend.
they only have 10.
Timeout, Yellow Jackets.
Is your punter, and they're trying to find their 11th guy at this time. and got to burn a timeout, and you might need that one later on. So we'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. We'll check on one of our sponsors at this time. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high. Correction. Seems like 10-second timeouts around here.
Was pretty fast.
About as fast as that offense we see from the Knights here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
4th and 11. And they will pin them deep here. Beautiful punt. Fair catch called. And a penalty.
Was it muffed?
And a penalty.
Yep,
no, penalty flag flies.
Flies in late.
So this will be against the Yellow Jackets. Got to let them catch the football there.
Yep, whenever you see the hand goes up for the fair catch, can't touch him.
Yeah, he hit him. He hit him. He hit him. He hit him.
So we'll see where the penalty marks this football at. South Bow should get good field position.
Yep.
Kick catch interference here against the Yellow Jackets. And it marches it.
Going to be a 15-yard penalty.
A 15-yarder and a big penalty. Marches it 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 2:57 to play. What a big penalty here. Number 16, Christian Wold, comes back to work here.
You do not want to give South Bow any momentum right here.
You could be down in a blink of an eye by 2 scores.
Yep. Definitely going to want to. The Yellow Jacket defense definitely is going to want to make the clamps here. Put them down on defense.
There's a snap. Cullen Dickerson gets the carry. And he's dragging defenders.
And number 22, Dickerson.
He's not
for about 8 yards.
Either.
Gained about 8 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 8. Look at the play clock. It's at 32 seconds. Let's see when they snap this.
They've been snapping their plays on 10 to 12 second
Snapped
clips.
it at 28.
Yep.
Number 16, Christian Wold, picks up enough for a 1st down.
Yep.
When do you start walking some guys down and put more than 3 down linemen down?
Something that you have to consider for sure.
Firing into the flats, pass is caught, and here comes the rally to the football.
11 hats to the ball there.
Number 5, Luke Fontenot on the reception, but leading the charge there, number 40, John Roberts.
Yep. Good job by that Yellow Jacket defense flying to him after he made the catch. Mitigated the damage, only allowed a 1-yard gain.
A lot of cushion.
Yep.
From this secondary.
That's another good stop there by number 7. Good tackle there. Only in, looks like he gained 1.5 yards on that play. Sectioner's going to probably do the same thing here.
Quarterback will roll to his right, looks, finds number 11 in the flats, and
they got to stop on 3rd down.
Good open field tackle there. Decision time from the coaching staff. They did get a stop on 3rd down. One of our keys to victory, or get off the field on 3rd down. But here we go. 4th down, trying to draw them off sides. Good discipline there. 4th down, and South Bow will burn a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. Let's go back to that sponsor at this time.
Because they're gutting us.
Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high school sports, is here to help. They raise more money in less time. With the least amount of interference in your program, their 7 to 10-day fundraisers, proven fundraising system, and unbeatable service led by expert fundraising coaches ensure your success. See why teams across the state are switching to Fundraising University. Visit fundraisingu.net. Back for this one. South Bow burns a timeout, and the decision has been made. They're sending the punting unit out, but don't sleep on a fake here. They are in the territory where they could go for it here on 4th and 4.
And I'm sure the Yellow Jackets coaching staff.
High snap, and they do fake it. Got a man wide open. Number 22 is Dickerson.
First
Just
down.
what the doctor ordered, and I just called it up here.
You did. There's a late penalty, though.
And a late penalty on the field. You cannot sleep on the fake punt.
Nope, not at all. Especially with how fast this offense has been moving. With that kind of confidence they've had on offense so far, you got to expect that even on special teams, if there's an opening, they'll take it.
A big penalty could wipe off this 4th down or could add on to this already.
Yep.
Big time play. Let's see what happens.
See what the white hat calls.
And they're going to march this football back here. Could it have been an illegal man downfield?
I think it could have been.
Exactly what it is.
Man downfield.
So, Kinder bailed out there by the penalty, but it's still 4th down and 4. And
4th down and 4.
head football coach for South Bow wants to have a discussion with the white cap. And now that gives South Bow an opportunity, if they want to go find their favorite play here on 4th down, they can send the offense back on the field.
They could. They could very well do that. But now that South Beauregard had used a fake on 4th down, Kinder now knows that it could very well be coming on any 4th down play.
You got to keep your defense on the field the rest of the way.
Yep.
And they march it back to 4th down and 9 after the penalty now.
5-yard penalty.
So it was a late add to the football right there.
Yep.
They didn't move it until after discussion was over, and now you punt the football away.
Yes.
And going back to that fake punt, your quarterback is lined up as the punter. So he does give you plenty of opportunities, Christian Wold, whenever he goes back there for the punt.
He could run it himself. We've seen him do it plenty so far in the first quarter. He does. If he has to throw the ball too, he'll do it as well.
Noah Romero back deep for the Yellow Jackets, waiting around the 15-yard line. And a high snap there. Take it in, and line drive kick. Romero on the run here and saves field position by going to get that football.
Yep. Recovered. He caught that ball around the 25-yard line and got some yardage there. Full head of steam.
32-yard line.
Now Kinder has a chance to march down the field and possibly tie this game, or even take the lead if they go for 2.
Yeah, I don't see Kinder kicking too many extra points tonight.
I don't think they will unless they're absolutely forced to.
1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from the 33-yard line. Good Thursday night here in Week 6 that we're watching.
Great game so far. Can't wait to see how the rest of this one turns out. Let's see how Kinder responds. Getting that stop
Quarterback under pressure, buying time, still looking downfield, and just fires one late.
He threw it away. Smart play.
Smart play there. You do not want to throw one into tight coverage, and a big penalty would have flipped this game on his head.
Yeah.
I mean, a big turnover would have flipped this game on his head.
Yeah, you don't really want to throw the ball across your body, and nobody coming along the sideline was open anyway, so very smart decision by the quarterback to just take the loss there and regroup for 2nd down.
And the way this game started, I thought there was not going to be any punts tonight.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10.
That way at first.
Handoff to LaBeouf, and LaBeouf running hard through defenders, and he's a shoestring tackle away from taking that one the distance. LaBeouf goes for 8 yards.
Looking a little bit like that David Montgomery run he had against Seattle a couple weeks back with a big-time stiff arm.
Call it 9, so bring up 2nd down and a long 1.
Correction. Picked up 9 yards.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
See what the Yellow Jackets
a lot of
here.
shifting going on the defensive side of the ball. Here comes
Southpaw's
Perkins.
bringing the
and
house.
LaBeouf gets the carry, and LaBeouf's going to be drugged down from behind. Look, the rally to the football. A lot of white hats there.
That's a good sign if you're South Bow there. 11 hats to the ball. They had brought the blitz. They was able to find the running back in the backfield right there and got the stop.
And that will take us to the end of the first quarter, so Coach will have a little time to think about this one.
Yep. Whether he decides to punt or go for it.
So at the end of the first quarter, 12 minutes have come and gone, ladies and gentlemen. Your score after 12 minutes: South Bow 13, Kinder 6. Stick with us. This one is a heck of a ball game out the gate, Mr. Alex.
Yeah, Jordan, this game started out fast and it's kind of slowed down. The defense is starting to get a hang of things, but it should be an interesting game for the rest of it.
Well, we'll go check some scores from around the state while we try to settle in here upstairs. Enoch, you going for it here?
Personally, I would just punt it away.
How many stops will you get tonight?
That is something to consider. You got one on your last drive. Maybe you'll be able to do it again. It just depends on how much confidence.
And how many times does Logan LaBeouf get stopped in the backfield?
Not very often. That's a 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and he usually gets more than that. So
decision is made. They're going for it.
They're going for it. Okay, so it's 4th and 2, 4th and 2.5. I understand this.
North Iberville leads St. John 14-8. Elton leads Oberlin 16-6. 4th down and a penalty instead.
And a whistle on the play.
They blow it dead. I don't think the referees were ready.
I don't think they were either.
So they're trying to go wide there instead of right through the teeth.
Yep. What if they're going to run the same play or if they got something a little bit different?
4th down and a long one. Waiting on a snap. Here comes the shift. Both tight ends make their way here. And they get the carry, and he's going to be stopped. Turnover on downs. And look at this sideline for South Bow. They're fired up.
Well, they went for it on 4th down, and unfortunately for them, it didn't turn out the way that they wanted it to. And now South Bow in prime field position to maybe try to put it in the end zone again.
Loss of a couple on the play.
You like the play call there on 4th down?
I probably would have ran something directly up the middle. Looked like they were running sort of a.
How about a quarterback power behind your big tight ends?
I would have been okay with that play.
With your lead tailback.
I would have been okay with that play.
1st and 10. Knights take over up by 7. Just underway here in the second quarter. And quarterback pulls. Great read there from the quarterback on the end. He slips through a tackle. He's down the sideline. One play. Whoa. He's in. Touchdown Knights.
One play was all that it took. 40 yards down the field for number 16 in order to score that touchdown. Heck of a play there by the quarterback.
His second one of the night. And it goes for 6. And that was
Christian Wold, number 16.
Christian Wold. A 40-yard scamper to the end zone. Mr. Enoch.
Oh, yeah. Kid can do it all. He can throw the ball effectively, and he does not mind taking off with the rock in his hands and calling his own number.
Swinging gate here. 26 on the duty kicking duties. Snap, hold, kick is up, and good.
Kick is up and good.
Got it.
And what a start to this game for South Beauregard, Enoch.
Oh, yeah.
The Golden Knights 20 and the Yellow Jackets 6.
11:26 to play here in the second quarter from John C. Buck Stadium. South Bow extends their lead 20-6. Knights rolling here early. Can Kinder go answer?
I think that Kinder is capable of answering here. Make sure you get the right play call here on this first play of the drive. You got to set the tone of this next drive, and you got to set it in a positive way early.
Simeon Perkins go back deep for the Yellow Jackets. Not a bad time for that onside kick here.
It's not a bad time.
When all the momentum is on your sideline.
It's not a bad time. It's definitely something that I'm sure was considered. I'm expecting a line drive kick like the last 2 kickoffs that they've had, though.
Catholic New Iberia leads Franklin 14-0. DeQuincy, ERAF tied at 14.
Ooh, got another good game right there.
'26 tees it up. And line drive kick kicks off a defender, and he falls on the football. And
there is a penalty late.
They're eliminating this Kinder return with those line drive kicks.
Is there a penalty? No.
No, sir.
No. He threw his he threw the marker that he uses for the returns. That's my bad.
For the fumbles.
Yep.
Manil, gonna bring up 1st and 10 for the Jackets.
1st and 10 for the Jackets. Gotta go answer here.
Absolutely. You don't want to fall behind, especially with that up tempo that the Knights have been using. Kinder needs an answer here, and they need it badly.
1st and 10, waiting on a snap. And if it is dark on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, there is a light out here at the stadium. LaBeouf slips up for a loss of 1 there, and no one stopped him there. He just slipped up on his own feet.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Happens to the best of them. Shake it off and get ready for the next play when that happens.
Vangel leads Captain Shreve 21-14.
It's a good one.
Some look at scores from around the state of Louisiana.
2nd and 11, big play here.
Perkins goes in motion, and the ball was snapped.
Yeah, he almost didn't expect that.
And he's looking downfield, trying to find somebody, and is out of the reach of Rice's hands. And the pass falls incomplete. That one was snapped, and good thing that he was ready for it because no one else moved.
Yeah, that would have been ugly had he not been right there ready to accept the snap, even though he didn't call for the ball to be snapped. He was able to at least have the chance to make something out of nothing on that play, even though it was an incomplete pass. I would rather take that than the ball be fumbled from a bad snap and you have to go run back and grab it.
Now it's 3rd and 11, and you're 1 down away from having to punt again. Chu's going to look.
Drops back.
Buying time, and he slings it out of bounds. And a penalty flag will come out, and that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yep. When you roll out like that, you have to get it past the line of scrimmage.
Loss of down here, and a lot of frustration building up on the Kinder sideline at this time.
Yeah, tough series.
And South Bow, they're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, that defense is playing with confidence. Have to find a way to shake that confidence for Kinder in the next offensive drive that you get. But more important
Here's
for
the
that
call.
Kinder defense to make the stop.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Intentional grounding, loss of down. Now he's going to have to punt out the back of his end zone. It's going to set up South Bow with good field position. They're already up 2 scores.
Now you need a good snap here. Don't want the snap to be too low or over the punter's head, especially in the end zone.
They do get a good snap. Can he flip the field here?
That's a good punt.
Type of roll will it
Good
take?
roll.
And it does take a friendly one. And will die down around the 49-yard line. So punter does his job. Now the Yellow Jackets defense got to go do theirs.
Yep. Can't really ask too much more out of the punter in that situation. Got a good punt, got a good snap. He was able to corral it in, and it took a good roll. So.
And if you're South Bow, you go right back to number 16, Christian Wold, and tell him, go put us up by 3 scores, young man.
Oh, yeah. Already has 2 touchdowns on this game so far. You know number 3 could be coming if he has any say about it.
And a handoff to the tailback. So take a look at this defensive line for the Yellow Jackets. Seemed like they made some adjustments up front. We'll check them on this next play. 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 6, correction. Instead, look where they back up to, my friend. They get a running start. Quarterback gets a seam. And he's close to the 1st down marker, and I think he's got it. He does.
Yep,
1st down, South Bow. Ball's at the 41-yard line. We go just under 10 minutes. 1st and 10. Chains will move. Handoff to Dickerson. Dickerson is
now the defensive tackle did a stunt.
tackled down by number 73 there, Lavin.
Yep, number 73 there did a stunt on that play, and his stunt as far as attacking the offensive line right there led him right into the hands of the running back. So good play call by the defensive front.
Dickerson getting another carry here, following behind his big offensive line. And he goes for about 3 yards.
For a gain of about 5, it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So if you're the defensive coordinator right now, you're having headaches trying to get your correct play calls in, your correct personnel.
Yeah.
With how quick they snap the football.
Yep. Puts a strain on you.
And Kinder, they keep sending the blitz. And South Bow keeps doing an excellent job blocking up front.
Yep,
they're picking up right where they left off in the last few drives.
Yeah, they're taking what the defense has given them so far, and South Bow's been taking full advantage of it. So, see what they run this play.
Dickerson gets the carry up the middle.
22, Dickerson on the carry.
And it's 4 or 5 yards before quarterback or running back gets even touched.
Yeah, let's talk about this offensive line, how well they've been able to do it on the initial push for every play so far. They're lining up foot to foot. They're working the center of the offensive line.
And there's that quarterback pull. And they're not doing anything too too crazy, it's handoff Dickerson or
Handoff Wold.
Or let Wold read this defensive front and pull it and go.
Yeah, offensive lines lined up really close together, like I said, foot to foot.
And he's going to roll off to his left here, fires it back into the flats, and that play has worked all 3 times that they ran it.
They have. This one's going to lead to a big first down. It was a third down that Kinder desperately needed to get the stop on, but
Jacob Marcantel keeps slipping out of the backfield into those flats.
Yep.
And he came up with 3 big catches so far.
And you're so worried about the defensive line in that front 7.
And you go right back to Dickerson. And they're starting to wear down this Kinder defensive front. They're starting to have to check in some big guys up front.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they're going to be able to substitute in time.
He got off, so got off the field.
Dickerson goes right behind his offensive line and all the way down to the 1-yard line. What a statement drive this one is here.
Like the ball's down to the 1-yard line, maybe 2.
And Kinder has no answers.
None as of right now. 1 yard to pay dirt. Number 22.
Dickerson going to try to cap off this drive, and he's drugged back from behind. And
Dickerson,
they're going to say
2nd and goal, inches to go. And they're going quick, foot to foot, man on man. Quarterback keep coming, gets the push.
He got it.
And he's in for his 3rd touchdown of the night, and he's actually in the back of the end zone. So he went untouched there.
Yeah, he did. He had a good push from the offensive line, as been the case for most of this drive, and was able to get that yard that he needed.
3 touchdowns on the night from number 16, Christian Wold. What a first half here for South Bow.
Yeah, he showed up to play for sure.
6 will hold. 26 will do the kicking duties here. Snap, hold, kick, up, through,
and the kick is
and good. 7:24 to play here from John C. Buck Stadium.
The Golden Knights.
And South Beauregard is rolling here in the first half. 27-6, Enoch.
That tempo, man. It's hard to stop. When you are running plays at an average of 10 seconds off of the game clock, 10 to 12 seconds, it is very hard for a defense to be able to collect themselves, catch their breath, and worry about the next play. It's just you make a stop right there, or a play happens, and boom, you got to go right back to it and go again.
And if you're the defensive coordinator right now for Kinder, you got to rally the troops and you got to get some water in them and say, guys, we just need 1 stop. 1 stop on each drive.
I do think another thing that helps is if Kinder's offense is able to get a long drive down the field, take some time off the clock, let your defensive guys get off of their feet to where they can rest a little bit for when the next time that they can go out there, hopefully they'll be able to make their adjustments and get the stops that they need. But you need a good drive for the Yellow Jackets right now.
Squib kick taken in by Simeon. Simeon going to give Kinder a 1st and 10 start at the 34-yard line.
Not a bad return.
So with 7:18 to play, we do know Kinder deferred to the second half, correct?
Southbow had won the toss and elected to receive, so Kinder will get the ball at the second half.
So now you start thinking about 2 opportunities here.
Yep, you do.
To try to climb back into this game.
You do. And you know what? If Kinder doesn't run tempo here and they want to take some time off of the clock, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. You got to give your defense a rest.
7:18 to play.
You don't want them to get completely gassed by the time the first half's over with.
2nd quarter. And quarterback will run it here. I thought that should have been the... I thought that should have been the 4th down call a while ago. Put it in the hands of number 2, Isaiah Thomas.
I agree with that. He leveled up a big hit right as he was going out of bounds, too. So,
2nd down and 4. Picked up 6 there.
Yep, good run. Yeah, and I agree with you. That should have been that 4th down call earlier.
Rice going to motion out. Flank out to the right, and Rice is going to get a little shuffle pass here, and he picked up 3 yards. Instead, they're saying chains will move, 1st down, Kinder. So he picked up 4 yards there on the pass.
Yeah,
so you're starting to get a little rhythm here. Now you got to go try to cash in on some points.
Absolutely, absolutely. Get that first down out of the way.
High snap. LaBeouf gets the carry. LaBeouf
Dragging
breaks
guys.
tackles
And number
for a
10,
pickup of 5 yards.
on the carry.
Ball is at the 50-yard line. We talked about this on Wednesday night where we said, when do you start the up-tempo if you're trailing in games? We said, do you go at the 2, 4, or 6-minute mark? Right now, we are at the 6-minute mark, and Kinder staying in their regular style offense here, not speeding things up. Gonna look for Perkins out in the flats. Might turn into a runner instead. Perkins with a circus catch there, one-handed, and brings it in.
That was a good play.
One on the play.
Yeah, we talked about that up-tempo stuff like that, but I think Kinder staying in the regular offense right now isn't a mistake. Like I said, the longer you stay out on that field, the longer your defense is able to rest and regroup. So now, if it becomes 4 or 3 minutes and you're getting a little bit closer, then you can think about the tempo.
He's got to get on the ball.
But I think as of right now, run your offense.
3rd down and 1. Quarterback pulls here, picks up the first down, slips off a tackle,
There it is. There it is.
and drug down from behind, but not before. Isaiah Thomas reels off a big-time run there.
Absolutely, he needed that play. Those Yellow Jackets needed that play. It was 3rd and 2, needed to be able to convert.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Yardage got.
1st and 10, chains will move.
17. Looked like that was a gain of 17, Jordy.
And he will drop back the pass here, taking a shot to Perkins, and Perkins lost the ball. In the lights, it seems like.
Yeah, that might have played a factor into it because we still don't have the lights for the to our left with on the South Beauregard side. So
2nd down, so they did take a shot there. Check on timeouts at this time. South Bow got 2 timeouts remaining. Kinder has 2 timeouts remaining.
No, tell him to run a man outside.
watch out for the blitz here. South Bow might be coming with some heat on this play.
And LaBeouf gets the carry. And LaBeouf getting them legs churning.
Legs turning, dragging a guy behind him.
Will be 3rd down.
Call it 7.
After a pickup of 7 there.
Run or pass. I don't think you have a wrong play.
4 down territory here.
I agree with that too.
3rd down and a long 2. Ball lies at the 23-yard line.
Got 2 chances to get 3 yards. But don't let it come down the 4th down. Get your 3 yards plus now if you're Kinder.
Quarterback pulls here, drug down from behind. That's going to be a holding call. And that's going to bring it back 3rd and long now after the holding call.
Oh, man, that's a rough.
That was an obvious one.
Yeah, that's a rough one to take. You were moving the ball. You were moving it effectively in this drive.
Yeah, big-time penalty here on an impressive drive.
Yeah, for a game that's had relatively few of them so far, that's going to be a big one. That's marches them back, and you have to go back to the drawing board and see which play you're going to run this time.
And the Golden Knights are going to accept the penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it about 13 to go.
3rd down and 12.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
From the 33-yard line. Now you see if Thomas can make a play here with his arm.
Yep. And you were still right about this. This is still going to be, it makes it even more obvious that it's 4 down territory.
You got Romero lined up in the backfield with Thomas. There's a snap. Quarterback will pull, throws it back to Romero, and he was wide open.
He had a lot of space to
Had
work.
3 linemen trying to get out there to block for him. The pass was underthrown. They're gonna want that one back.
Yeah, that's a tough throw right there. Just had it underneath where it needed to be. If he was able to hit him in the breadbasket, there was a chance for a big gain there.
So 4th down, offense has to stay on the field. Your receivers here, John Luke and Mr. Simeon. Also Rice at the Tight end position. Let's see if he can find one of those guys here. You need 13 yards. Simeon goes in motion. Two's going to drop back the pass. Throws it over the middle, and the pass falls incomplete. He had Rice open and could not connect with him.
He had it there. The pass protection was great on that play. And he threw that one with confidence, but it was just out of reach.
That's a first down, and that would have been a touchdown if it had hit him in stride, but overshoots his intended receiver. Turnover on downs, and that's the second turnover on downs tonight.
Yep. Tough play there. I mean,
now
open.
If you're South Bow, you're trying to go for the knockout punch here in the first half.
Yep.
I'm going to start off with a run to Dickerson, and Dickerson goes for a pickup of 4 yards correction. It makes it second down and 6. Ready to go.
Still with that up tempo as always. 10 seconds off of that play clock.
Has enough for a first down. Change will move.
Yeah, they gave him the first. Is it going to be
third down and 1, and they go quarterback keep.
In about a 4-yard line, sir.
Got about 3 yards on that one. That will be enough for a first down.
So we will check on all of our sponsors at the end of this first half. South Bow coming on the road, making an early statement here in the first half.
They absolutely are. They will run up tempo. They will take 10 seconds in between.
Now they're taking a shot.
Does not matter to them.
Got a man. Caught. Now he's off to the races. And Roberts is going to drag him down, but not before. He's inside the 10.
Luke Fontenot.
Yep,
and Luke Fontenot with the big-time reception there. 16 can do it all.
Absolutely. Running, throwing. Yeah, there's not really anything he can't do. He even blocks when they do the extra points on the outside, so.
Dickerson gets the carry. And he's inside the 5, down at the 4-yard line.
That play was darn near 50 yards, too, with the catch and run.
Gain of a couple on the play. It's like it's going to bring up second down and go from about the 4. With the Golden Knights threatening. Again.
There's a snap. Dickerson down at the 1-yard line, and it is 3rd and goal. They're going quick. He might go in the center here, quarterback push. And it is quarterback push, and he just bounces off and walks into the end zone, and that was too easy, my friend.
Yeah, bounced it off. The offensive and defensive line were able to kind of stalemate. Saw the opening on the outside there and just kicked it out that way.
And what is the call here?
There's a penalty?
No, they're saying he was down at the 1-yard line.
They marked off forward progress?
Are you kidding me?
I don't understand that at all. I mean, he wasn't wrapped up, and he didn't go down.
And there was no whistle.
And there
wasn't a whistle either.
And now he got to go off for a play because he took his helmet off.
Huh.
So
looks like number 9 is going to come in. That is
Chaos and
Walker
Kinder.
Langton. Walker Langton comes in, checks in at quarterback.
He walked into the back of the end zone.
Right.
And I think the Whitecap's about to get a near full.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on because it looked like it was a touchdown.
There was no whistle.
No whistle.
I think number 16 will be able to come back onto the field now. Or we'll at least still have to sit this play out considering that the officials have taken the timeout.
I'm going to show you the replay upstairs.
Good guy we have on that front right now.
And tell me if I'm crazy.
Yep, let's see it.
We're watching the replay upstairs right now.
He wasn't touched. Not a soul touched him before he crossed the back of before he crossed into an end zone.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that became a call, but he was not touched.
Wait till you go back and watch that replay, ladies and gentlemen.
It's 4th down.
Backup quarterback checks into the game. 4th and goal from the 1. Dickerson gets the carry. Dickerson caps off this drive, and the old ball don't lie type of play there.
Yep. No doubt about that play. So Dickerson gets his, I believe that's the 2nd touchdown of the game.
It's 33-7 with the point after looming.
22, 1 more touchdown.
And it is all Southbow here at John C. Buck. What is that? 4 for 5 on scoring drives here?
5 for 6.
5 for 6.
Yep, that's our 5th touchdown.
And the kick is up and good.
5 for 6 with 1 punt.
Yep.
So with 3
Very efficient offense by the Knights. That was Dickerson's 2nd touchdown of the game. And it's either him or it's Wold. Whether they're calling one or the other's number, they find their way to make big plays, and they find a way in the end zone.
So with 3:11 to play here at John C. Buck Stadium, what started out as fireworks at the gate have quickly turned into a boat race here at John C. Buck Stadium. And Southbow leads 34-6. Now if you Kinder try to get some points here before halftime, knowing you get the ball to come out to start the second half, try to chip away at this lead because right now the defense are not slowing down South Beauregard.
Yes, you need your offense to run some tempo and find their way into the end zone. Kinder's had a couple of chances, and unfortunately they haven't been able to capitalize on them, but
two 4th down turnover on downs have really flipped this game on its head.
Oh, yeah. Had they converted on those 4th downs, this could be a different game. This could be tied.
And the same old line drive kick there. Taking it in around the 15-yard line. Can he get a block or two? And Simeon going to be drugged down by number 17, Micah Dupree.
Good return there. That's what you want.
So with 3:04 to play, Kinder Yellow Jackets with 2 timeouts remaining. Got some work to do. And got a little time to do it.
Well, luckily for the Yellow Jackets, they have 2 timeouts. So they have some time to work with here. They have a little bit of room for error, but you got to get going.
You got to try to go for a 2-for-1 special. That's your only way to climb back into this game.
Yep. Got to get that touchdown, and then you got to get those 2 points. Points matter.
And then coming out of halftime, you got to score again. But right now, we're a long way from there because South Bow's defense have come to play here tonight.
Yes. Defensive line has set the tone there.
That's a good way to get the drive going. Hand it off to LaBeouf for 9 yards.
Yeah. Need a big play from him. Need for him whenever he gets the ball to just keep churning. He'll drag guys down with him. So
2:50. Now we say you start that up-tempo offense here for the Yellow Jackets. You got to go.
Yep. They got
another handout to LaBeouf, and he's gashing defenders.
Hey, if he keeps gashing defenders like that, and he keeps getting 8, 9, 10-yard runs like that.
How many he picked up there?
I believe he got about 8 or 9 on that one. That's a clear first down, and
2:30.
Working.
Got to go get points here. Quarterback will drop back the pass, takes a shot, and John Luke Bentley makes the first man miss, and his catch after run, pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's another play that Kinder needed right there. Got some catch. He got some catch. Excuse me. He got the catch. Was able to make the first defender miss, and was able to get some extra yards there for the Yellow Jackets.
You got to go 2:10. You get the ball out of halftime.
Space.
And Logan LaBeouf doing Logan LaBeouf things. And the only thing that can take him down is his own self.
Second time at least where he goes down, and it's not due to the South Bowl defense. Only this time it was a big gain.
Now with 2:01, you're inside the red zone. You're at the 12-yard line.
Now, do you think about bleeding the clock a little bit here? If you're Kinder?
I don't. I say score, and then you got 2 timeouts, and you got to try to get the ball back.
Fair enough.
Hand off to LaBeouf. Instead, there's that heart of the defensive line there to greet him.
Yep, big number 0, Brody Swallow of the Knights defense there was able to grab a hold of him and take him down. Basically did it with one hand.
Now they start to milk away here.
Yep.
They were up tempo, now they're slowing things down.
I understand and get the score here and then get come in at halftime and get another score because Kinder does get the ball to start the second half.
Got a Yellow Jacket over here without his uniform, so we'll check on that number, see if he's out for the game. Perkins gets the catch here, and he's tackled down
very close to
around the 5-yard line. Number 17 there, Micah Dupree on the stop.
7-yard gain. 3rd down and 3. You got 2 tries to get those 3 yards. It's 4-down territory here.
55 seconds, 2 timeouts in your back pocket.
6-yard line.
Oh, ball's all the way back, and when it rains, it pours, my friend.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. That's unfortunate. They had a lot of leeway to work to get those 3 yards, and
now it's 4th down, way back. You got 2 timeouts here. Not a bad time to burn one and figure out what your play call here is on 4th down.
Yeah. To bring up 4th and about 15.
They could technically take this under the half if they wanted to, but I think they should go for it on 4th here.
No, you're down. You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Are you crazy? 4th down.
I'm saying they could.
And he's
I'm
under
not saying
pressure.
that's what they should do.
He's under all kind of pressure. Fires a pass last second. The pass is intercepted, and South Bow,
by number
1.
after a dominating first half on offense, ends it here late in the second quarter with an interception. So
Jay Jackson there on the pick there. That was a good play.
All 3 phases right now: offense, defense, special teams. What a first half, and a penalty flag flies here late.
Now, I was not saying that they should have taken the play. I'm just saying that they could have, but wouldn't have recommended it. They had to go for it. Yeah, it looks like this one was late after the play, personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Yellow Jackets. Frustration is balling over.
Yeah, you can't allow that to happen. It doesn't matter what the score is. You have to keep composure. You have to keep calm.
Now you're South Bow. You take a knee. You get going to halftime, and you're feeling really good about your first half performance here.
Yep, up by 28 in the first half. South Beauregard has taken care of business. They've looked very, very, very good on offense.
And this, and I would hate to be in the locker room right now if I'm the Yellow Jackets.
Yep,
because
a lot of ground to cover.
They're probably going to get chewed out here in the locker room, my friend.
I would imagine so. You've had chances. You've had at least 3 chances to put points on the board, and they weren't able to do it. You've had bad snaps. You've had penalties. And those things add up, even in the first half. You have to be able, whenever you get into the red zone, to convert. You have to be able to put points on the board, especially against an offense that is running an up-tempo and is scoring almost at will.
The dance line will present.
Shocking first half here. Complete domination for one side of the football. South Bow really came here and set the tone of this football game early, and they come and make a statement here.
Yep. Up-tempo, up-tempo, up-tempo. 10 to 12 seconds in between the play clocks, in between plays for them, and they just keep going. And they're not stopping for anything. 10 to 12 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. It stays on repeat if you're the Knights. And that up-tempo has worked wonders for them in this game.
The best up-tempo team I've seen this season. It's not even close.
Absolutely.
It's not even close.
When it comes to the up-tempo, they are absolutely number one. Now, we saw a couple
we've seen.
Right.
They got some teams out there that snap it even faster than that.
Airline.
I'm sure.
But there's only been maybe 1 or 2 teams that I could see that could strike fast. But with the up-tempo and just chipping away and whatnot, South Beauregard holds number one in that regard.
2 teams come in 4-1 on the year. First half won by South Bow. Can Kinder go make some adjustments and get some stops on defense and try to climb back into this game? That will be the question mark. Or can South Bow go close the door in the second half and get their 5th win of the season? 34-6 your score here at halftime. You said 5 out of 6 drives South Bow have marched right down the field and scored, correct?
Correct.
Impressive. That's a winning recipe there.
Absolutely. If you score 5 out of 6 times, I mean, if you're the other team and you can't keep up, you're going to win. That's just all there is to it.
So we'll step away at this time, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here from John C. Buck Stadium. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. LaCourse Pest Control offers quality service at an affordable price. They take pride in their work and love to take care of the great people in their community. LaCourse Pest Control are family working to protect yours. Owners Josh and Brandy LaCour. Give them a call at 337-884-7435. They also want to say good luck to the Kinder Yellow Jackets this season. Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidrine a call today at 337-942-7222. The Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also serving dinner Tuesday through Saturday 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. They are also now serving cold draft beer. So make reservations or take it to go. They're also offering catering. Give them a call at 337-948-0049 or give them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Forks Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of their original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high school sports, is here to help. They raise more money in less time. With the least amount of interference in your program, their 7 to 10 day fundraisers, proven fundraising system, and unbeatable service led by expert fundraising coaches ensure your success. See why teams across the state are switching to Fundraising University. Visit fundraisingu.net today and get started. Give Mr. Stuart Miller a call at 318-278-9344 or shoot him an email at smiller@fundraisingu.net. The Pizza Shack, was founded by Louisiana's own Tony and Elaine Puriette in 1988, and they have been independently owned at the same location for over 25 years. They are proud to be the only independently owned pizzeria in Opelousas, Louisiana. They are happy to serve the customers and the community with not only a friendly service, but also a family dining atmosphere. Come discover the most well-known secret in Opelousas, where they have daily specials and absolutely the coldest beer in town. 1242 Edith Street. Give them a call at 337-948-4838. UTL Player of the Game sponsor, Whips Prints, Custom Apparel, and Substrate Designs. Owner, Kenneth Whip Beverly, is located in Crowley, Louisiana, with all your heat transfer and sublimation shirt design needs. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. Give him a call today at 337-581-6631. Tell Whip Under the Lights sent you on by. Call Alex Botno with Bird's Eye Insurance. He can assist you with all your insurance needs like auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give him a shout today at 337-308-1230 and let him know UTL sent you on by. He wants to say good luck to the Northwest Raiders this upcoming season. Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business located in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They offer a variety of fresh seafood products, including crab, fish, oysters, and more. With a focus on retail and wholesale sales, Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is dedicated to providing high-quality seafood to their customers. Their commitment to excellence and their wide range of seafood options make them a go-to destination for seafood lovers in the area. Live crawfish for sale when in season. Give owner and the mayor of Krotz Springs, Mr. Carol Snyder, a call at 337-566-8957. Big Zig Photography is a business focused on capturing those fast memories that will last a lifetime. As once coach, Big Zig is dedicated on giving you his best for you to have those lasting memories. You can reach him on all of his social media platforms. Shoot him an email at bigzigsgraphics@gmail.com. Visit his website at bigzigphotography.com or give him a call at 318-381-3592. DeVille's Racing Stables. Owners, Carl DeVille, Chassis DeVille Pormier, and Kyle DeVille. Visit their website or follow them on all of their social media platforms. Breaking, training, boarding thoroughbred race horses, Grade 1 winner, and multiple Grade 1 placings based out of Opelousas, Louisiana. It's been a career year in earnings for Chassis DeVille Pormier. It's the second time in her career she has surpassed $1 million in earnings.
Gary Swallows Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock Martial Arts, serving Opelousas and the surrounding area since 1988, with programs specially designed for all age groups. Tiger Cubs, 4 and 5-year-olds, juniors, 6 through 11-year-olds, teens, 12 to 15-year-olds, and all adults, 16 and above. Give us a call at 337-948-3433 so you can set up your first free trial class, meet all of our certified instructors, and take the first step towards joining our martial arts family. Taekwondo Plus, Tiger Rock, teaching life skills and personal development, one student at a time.
This time we'll go score updates from around the state of Louisiana. You score here at John C. Buck Stadium. South Bow 34, Kinder 6. Halftime. Oberlin leads Elton 18-16.
Okay.
North Iberville leads St. John 26-8. St. Frederick's leads Block 43-0. Catholic of New Iberia leads Franklin 28-0. DeQuincy leads ERAV 21-14. Calvary Baptist leads Homer 52-6. A-Meat leads Bogalusa 13-0. LaLoya Prep leads Bossier 21-6. Lutcher leads South Terrebonne 43-0. Northwood Shreveport leads Booker T. Washington Shreveport 46-0. Pearl River leads Archbishop Hannon 21-7. Bell Chase leads Willow School 14-9. John Ehret leads Riverdale 21-16. Live Oak leads Denham Springs 10-6. Fountain Blue leads Slidell 14-7. Hawkton leads Benton 20-14. Evangel leads Captain Shreve 35-22. So look at scores from around the state of Louisiana at this time. Still looking for that Opelousas Natchitoches Central score.
Linebacker Coach Pondra. He was in the North last year. He's a linebacker Coach Pondra. Oh yeah. And they had a big win over Red River.
Yeah, I saw that last week.
Now they got to play Neville, Ash, Ruston, and West Monroe. You want to play that schedule?
No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Both teams head back to their respective sidelines, getting ready to start the third quarter here at John C. Buck Stadium. Complete domination, one side in the first half, and they ran it right down their throats in the first half.
Yeah, they were able to use that tempo to their advantage. Lyman stayed foot to foot, used that push against those three down linemen for Kinder, and it opened up all sorts of holes for the running back and the quarterback to run through.
How do you respond? What was the message at halftime, and how do you respond here in the second half? You get the football, you were inside the 20, you could not get points right there. If you'd have cut into this lead here, getting the ball to come out of halftime, probably thought yourself we were still in this ball game, but I expect this Kinder football team to battle for 48 minutes.
Yes, I agree with you on that. If you're Kinder, you have to find a way to get into the end zone at all costs on this first drive. You have to find a way to chip at it. They had the chance right before the half. They weren't able to do it, but if Kinder's able to play discipline, hopefully get a couple stops, they can find themselves back into this game. You can't give up looking at this score. You have to buckle down and go even harder than you did in the first half. You have to find it within you to get that push.
Got to try to cause a couple turnovers on the defensive side of the ball.
Causing turnovers always helps.
And start off with number 0 Perkins. Got a lane here. and spins off a tackle, and Perkins sets up shop for the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10. He may need to see the ball here in the second half.
Hey, I would find a way to get it to him. I mean, on that kickoff return right there, he got him into plus territory. He got him into night territory. So that's a good start for Kinder.
I want to thank all of our sponsors at halftime. What an awesome opportunity to display those guys here on our platform. Our bronze or finish, Enoch, but silver and gold, we're still running strong.
Oh, yeah. Thank you to all the sponsors for helping making this possible.
And Logan LaBeouf fighting for every yard here tonight.
And number 10, LaBeouf on the carry.
And he goes for about 3 yards there.
A hard-earned 3 yards. He had a guy right at his ankle hopping along, got away from it, but luckily for South Bowl, the rest of their hats came by and was able to stop the forward progress.
2nd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. There's a snap. LaBeouf getting another carry, trying to get outside.
Boom. Run the ball.
And runs him over. And LaBeouf coming out here out of the locker room, and he's running angry.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need if you're going to give him the ball here. And if you remember from last week, LaBeouf didn't have the most success running the ball in the first half, but in the second half, things turned around, and he was able to get some big gains. Maybe that's the thing that they need to do right here. Keep giving the ball to him, let him get those
Fires
gains.
the pass, and the pass falls incomplete. Was looking for Rice there.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Ball still on the 29-yard line.
45 to the step down at the 3rd. It was 16 yards. That big run was about 16 yards.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass.
Hey, I like New York out of our loop.
Hand off to LaBeouf, and LaBeouf gonna be drugged down.
Looked like
Somebody from the defensive line, or maybe the linebackers, are coming free. They're not getting touched in.
I think that
as soon as LaBeouf gets the carry, he's got a guy in his face.
that was number 85, Caden Johnston, on the stop right there for South Bow. He was the first man in on that play to force a loss. And 85, he was defensive end. He was a down lineman on that play.
So a great drive. Now you're behind the chains, and it's 3rd down again.
Get some positive yards, 4-down territory here. You have to find a way to get at least 5 or 6, make this 4th down manageable.
3rd down and 11. And quarterback here going to try to get something out of nothing here. Looked like a busted play there. Running back went the wrong way.
Yeah. Seemed like the play was broken, but quarterback finds a hole, finds a way to get some positive yards there. So getting 8 when you were at 3rd and 11, that's good. That's a good play. So now you're at a much more manageable 4th and 3.
Heads up play there from Thomas. Going to make this a 4th down and 2, and you don't go get 2 yards here. And
yeah,
instead, here we go. We got whistles, penalty flag on the field. If you don't go get the 1st down here, that could be a backbreaker.
It could very well be. I'm not
this
sure
may
what the
be
penalty is.
This may be sideline warning against South Beauregard.
Yep.
So just a warning. Next time it happens, they will be penalized.
Yep.
4th down and 2. Earlier, we went 4th down, and we said 2 should have went design quarterback run. Right now, I'm saying Logan LaBeouf, go get me 2 yards.
Logan LaBeouf run well in this first drive. I like that play call, Jordy.
And he will get the football here. And he will be stonewall. And guess what, Enoch? South Bow does it again, and a penalty flag flies. This may be an automatic 1st down.
It could very well be.
So forward progress was stopped. Could they say personal foul here?
It's possible.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against South Beauregard. It will be 1st down, South Bow, but the penalty yards will be marked off. So South Bow will have it. So another turnover on downs here. And this defensive front, the front 7, hats off to those guys. They're coming in crunch time whenever they need it.
Yeah, South Bow's front 7 has played amazing so far in this game. They have found their way through the holes and has limited what Kinder could do, especially as Kinder would move the ball closer to the end zone.
So it's going to be
now
1st and 10.
South Bow being back this deep.
Backed up in their own territory.
Make sure mistake-free here if you're Southpaw. You don't want to find that ball into the end zone or.
I said that it could have been a backbreaker on the 4th down stop. Can Southpaw go and really put this one away?
Well, we're about to find out. 22 on the carry.
Tackle made by number 6, Eaglin.
That was number 22, Dickerson on the carry.
Been calling his name quite a bit. He's had a good game so far.
Call it 7.
They go quick. Here's the blitz. Quarterback pulls here, slips off a tackle, still running, gunning down the field all the way for another night. First down.
Number 16.
I think he got about 17 yards on that play. He saw number 4 for the Yellow Jackets, looking like he would show blitz on the edge. He just kept it and ran the other way, and it was a smart move. First down.
And that time runs right into the teeth of the defense. Big 73.
Big number 73 right there. Trey Levan with a stop.
1-2.
Still going to run up tempo, even though they didn't gain any yardage there.
1-2.
2nd and 10. Quarterback pulls here, and
another good stop.
They found something. They found something that they're comfortable with right now.
Yep. Number 6, Bryson England, and number 7, Brayson Bowling. Excuse me.
Now they're going to back up here on 3rd down. Cannot get Clark offsides here if you're all the way backed up 5 yards.
This might actually be the longest that Southpaw has taken in between snaps.
Taking a shot, wide open, and gonna score a touchdown.
Whoa!
Southpaw with the knockout punch here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's. If you're the defensive back there, you're catching up to the ball. You gotta find a way to put your hand on it and at least knock it down.
My oh my, Southpaw have cracked the 40s.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
That was number 6, Side Barrow, and it's getting ugly here at John C. Buck.
Yeah, that's the backbreaker, I think, right there, like you said.
Points off of a turnover on down.
Let me see. I'm going to look at the replay to see exactly how many yards that play was.
26 on for the extra point. Kick is up. Through.
And the kick is
good.
And
that looked like that was a 62-yard catch and run there.
And the pass was underthrown.
It was underthrown.
And the receiver bounces off the defender and takes it to the house. 8:36 to play here from John C. Buck Stadium. New score here. 41-6. Southpaw rolling, and they're well on their way to their 5th win of the season, ladies and gentlemen.
Big statement win, especially over a good Kinder team who normally you expect them a lot better of a play, at least on offense. Every time that they get close, it ends up being a turnover because of either a penalty or a bad snap. It's been a rough go of things. Like you said earlier, when it rains, it pours. You would wonder what would happen if Kinder was able to just make 1 or 2 of these conversions, how different the game could have been.
Yeah, a lot of empty possessions here tonight for the Yellow Jackets. They march right down the field but come up empty with points. And Southpaw, is that now 6 for 7 on drives tonight?
Yes, sir. 6 touchdowns on 7 drives. Yeah, with Kinder, they kind of flirted with that same thing last week against Logansport. They had pushed 2 or 3 times deep in the territory, but weren't able to score. But they were eventually able to come back in the second half and convert those chances. So it doesn't seem like that's really going to work this time around. South Beauregard has just put up a 35-point lead on them. But let's see what the Yellow Jackets do. They're at their own 32.
32-yard line, 41-6 your score, 8:29 3rd quarter. They're going to start off with a pass here and fires a pass to Perkins. Hits him in the hands and cannot come up with it.
Got to hang on to that one. That was right in your hands. It wasn't overthrown. It wasn't underthrown. It was right where it needed to be, and you have to make that catch.
Second down and 10. LaBeouf going to get the carry here. And LaBeouf drugged down from behind.
In the backfield.
That South Bowl front
And the
four.
South Bowl defensive
seven, I mean.
line starting to take over this game.
Yeah, that South Bowl defensive line has looked very impressive throughout this game. They've played better as the game has went on. And that's a very encouraging sign if you're the Knights going forward.
3rd down and 11.
I would expect maybe a screen play or even possibly
Drag route here.
Drag route.
Instead to run a little misdirection here.
Little
Perkins
reverse play.
try to get the ball into Perkins' hand, and penalty flag flies
I
here.
think it's going to be a face mask on South Beauregard.
Gain of about 6 on the play, we'll call it.
I do like the idea of getting the ball to Perkins, though. I like that idea.
Dead ball, face mask against the defense. And we'll see where they spot this football.
He got about 5 or 6 yards on that reverse play.
So it will be enough for a first down. Ball's at the 49-yard line. We start to look to tomorrow. And big one tomorrow night in Iowa, Louisiana. Leesville with talented running back Xavier Ford, 2 touchdowns away from breaking Cecil Collins' all-time touchdown record at Leesville High School.
Oh, yeah, you know that the Leesville Wampus Cats are going to be looking to get the ball to Xavier Ford as much as possible. Anytime they get close, Xavier Ford will punch it in.
The combined runs tonight from number 16 and number 22 from South Bow, he will have by himself tomorrow night.
Yeah, probably so.
Tomorrow night, that's going to be a wild environment, great atmosphere. 2 4-1s might decide the district title.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much a de facto district title game there.
Taking a shot downfield and overshoots his intended receiver. Was looking for Perkins.
Yeah, you wonder how much those lights being out actually affects your vision for the receivers and defensive backs when they run a play on that side of the field. So,
well, I mean, it doesn't matter when the ball was overshot by 5 to 10 yards.
Right, and it wasn't that wasn't the first time where, you know, there were a few plays on that side as well where it was kind of close, you know, but if they were able to track it better with the lighting, there could have been a completion or something along those lines.
That's why the baseball and softball field lights are on, to help the football field with the stadium light over there in the corner out tonight.
Yep.
3rd down and 5. Thomas rolls out, fires to the big tight end, 88.
And pass complete to number 88.
Yep, that was Hudson Gidry there on the catch.
Picks up 6 yards there and has enough for the first down, or will they take a look at this?
I think they're going to measure it because it was very close. The official timeout, I think it's going to be a measurement.
So they will take a look at it. So that was a 6-yard reception there from Thomas.
6 yards. Let's see if they give him the
88.
first down.
Change will come on the field.
I will say this, if it's short, I know exactly who I'm giving the ball to.
Nope,
Here.
first down.
Oh, okay.
Change will move, 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets.
I was going to say I knew exactly who I would give the ball to in case it was short. 4th and inches. Got to give it to big number 10, but they got the first down, so no need to worry about it now. Next play.
First and 10, Jackets on the move. 7:01 to play. Third quarter. And Roberts is going to get the carry here, and Roberts
stopped by number 14, Grant Crawford.
Goes for a loss of 4 there.
Grant Crawford read that play perfectly in order to get a big stop.
2nd and 14.
To bring up 2nd down and 14.
Number 40 is still in the backfield with number 2.
Quarterback will pull here, fires into the flats, finds Rice. And Rice goes for a pickup of 6.
Yeah, gain back the yards they lost on first down. Be about 3rd and 9.
Elton leads Oberlin 22-18. Good ball game over there in Oberlin. North Iberville leads St. John 26-22.
St. John's coming back.
Final score, Sacred Heart beats Bolton 55-6. Calvary leaves Homer 59-12. Quarterback throws back
to number 40
and runs right into his offensive lineman.
Oh, he's still
and
up on his
still
feet.
fighting for yards. Penalty flag flies.
We'll see what they say about that.
Great effort there from Mr. Roberts.
Yeah, he ran into him as an offensive lineman. Offensive line kind of picks him up. All right, let's go. Let's get some more positive yards.
So let's see what this penalty flag is.
It looks like they might be signaling it that it's against the defense.
Face mask is the call. It is against the defense. And that will be an automatic first down. More scores coming your way. Catholic New Iberia leads Franklin 42-0.
Ball at the 27-yard line.
ERAF leads DeQuincy 27-21.
Good game right there. Quincy was up at the half.
Kaplan leads Patterson 46-14.
Got a very good Kaplan team looking to get another win.
First and 10, handoff to Roberts.
And
Roberts springs forward for about 2 or 3 yards.
Bring up second down and 8. Ball sits on the 20-yard line.
Second and 8 from the 25-yard line. Final scores across the state of Louisiana. ULAB beats Helix Mentorship Academy 63-0, and Haynes Academy beats Thomas Jefferson 30-20. Second and 8, 5:24 to play, third quarter.
Number 13 goes in motion.
And 2's going to drop back the pass, looks, fires, and the pass falls incomplete. Was looking for John Luke Bentley there. Going to bring up third down and 8.
Got a chance to hang on to it.
Third and 8 again.
Falls from his hands. Incomplete pass.
Lutcher leads South Terrebonne 43-0. Loyola Prep leads Bossier 35-6. Northwest Shreveport leads Booker T. Washington 46-0. Pearl River leads Archbishop Hannon 21-7. Belle Chase leads the Willow School 14-9. McDonough 35 beats Aberson 41-0. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. Some more scores coming at you. Riverdale leads John Ehret 24-21. Live Oak leads Denham Springs 10-6.
Oh, okay.
Slidell, Fountain tied at 21. Hawkton leads Benton 20-14. Evangel leads Captain Shreve 35-22. So we are at Kinder. So I would love to give a shout out to LaCourse Pest Control at this time.
Sponsor for tonight is Ultimate Tire Brakes, All-Star Buick of Sulphur, Kinderton Auto, and Ramsey Vincent State Farm.
Thanks those guys for all they do for us. LaCourse Pest Control offers quality service at an affordable price. They take pride in their work and love to take care of the great people in their community. LaCourse Pest Control are family working to protect yours. Owners, Josh and Brandy LaCour. Give them a call at 337-884-7435. They also want to say good luck to the Kinder Yellow Jackets this season. Back from the timeout. Thank you to LaCourse Pest Control and all they do for Under the Lights this season. I seen Mr. Josh LaCour down in the bleachers earlier. Going to fire over. Pass is complete by Mr. Rice. That's the same play call they went to earlier in the game where they could not convert on it on fourth down. So this time they convert on it. Same play call. Rice brings it down.
Yep. 22-yard gain there. Looks like it's going to be first and goal from the 3. Much needed.
First and goal. All about the 4-yard.
Romero waits in the backfield with the quarterback. He'll get the carry here. Good shifty back here. Walks in clean, untouched, and touchdown Kinder Yellow Jackets. Still showing some fight here.
That's always a positive sign. Even if the game is out of reach, you never want to give up.
Nope, you coach your kids for 4 quarters.
Yep, you coach your kids for 4 quarters. Whether the game's out of reach, whether it's not, you got to go out there and still play, and you still have to find a way to make positive plays, learning experiences, all of that good stuff when it comes to coaching through 4 quarters, no matter what the adversity is.
Go for 2 here. Try to cut into the lead and then see if your defense can go get you a big stop.
Yep.
And
that was a jet pass there.
Yeah, 2-point conversion, no good here. So, new score from John C. Buck Stadium with 4:48 to play here in the third quarter. South Bow now leads Kinder 41-6.
12. And the Golden Knights,
Correction, 41-12. They have not updated the scoreboard. Mr. LaCour tees it up. Ready to go here.
Take a deep left and go get this one.
Kyle LaCour
Kind of a sky kick there.
kicks it out of bounds.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
South Bow
Right now.
up 41-12. You said 7 of 8, correct?
6 of 7.
6 of 7. So here comes drive number 8 for a red-hot South Bow offense, and we need to start paying a lot closer attention to them moving forward on the panel on Wednesday
Absolutely.
nights.
I think we're going to be picking their games for the rest of the year for sure, and probably into the playoffs. Now, if you're South Bow, do you consider chewing the clock a little bit, considering you have a big lead in the middle of the third? Or do you
This first
run your
play will
offense?
answer that for you.
Yep.
Quarterback.
Keeper.
And we'll see how quick they snap this football.
Joey's going
Yep.
down.
Number
And
9.
16 sprinting back to the line of scrimmage, so the foot's still on the gas.
Number 9, Braxton Manel is able to force him out of bounds there.
It's going to bring up a short 2nd and 4.
Well, they're lining up relatively quickly. They're taking a little bit more time than they usually do, so that one was 15 seconds in between the stop and the start of the next play.
Ball is out, and fell on it was a lineman or a receiver, correction. So hats off play there from the South Bow Knights.
It was originally a first down, but it went backwards, and now it's a 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1. They go quick.
And 22 is going to run for the first down.
22 falls forward.
First
Needed
down
a,
for Beauregard.
he needed a yard. He got 2.
2 on the
Yep.
play.
Good first down there
Ball
for
at
the Knights.
46-yard line.
Welcome in all the coaches from around the state of Louisiana watching some Thursday night football with us
22
this
fighting hard.
evening. Want to say good luck to you guys tomorrow night at a Friday night football action. Can't wait to see some of the scores from around the state of Louisiana. Safe travels to the games if you're on the road tomorrow.
Quarterback
16
kicks it.
calling his own number again, and
Gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and call it about 5.
got to be 3rd and about 5
On the 40
from the 48-yard line. Kinder, you need a big stop here.
Yep.
Sell out to stop the run.
Bring in Joey.
Quarterback
they're
gonna drop back
blitzing
the pass, and guess what play call they go to?
5. Wide open in the flats.
Guess what play call they go to when they need a big-time 3rd down? They look for Jacob Marcantel. They slip him out, and when you're so keyed in on the quarterback, you're so keyed in on the running back, here comes Marcantel slipping through. And here we go, they snap it quick.
And that's going to be Dickerson again.
Dickerson goes for about 4 yards.
4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Yeah, you worry about selling out the run so much to try to stop it. Sometimes you leave the flats open. There was one play earlier in the second half where they left the deep ball open and they were able to get it. So
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I had to guess, they might have ran 5 plays tonight.
5 on the game, a few on the play.
they might have. They're not very much as far as play selection variety goes, but
They ran the heck out of those 5 plays.
Yep, they ran 5, maybe 6 plays, but you know what? If it works, why change it?
Quarterback Noah.
Quarterback looks, fires one last second to avoid the sack.
Out of the pocket, and it was past the line of scrimmage. No worry of a intentional grounding call there.
So fourth
Heads up,
down. Here we go. Kinder got a shot to get off the field here. Got to find a way to get off the field on fourth down.
Ball on the.
And you have to key in on number 11 here.
Yes.
You cannot let him slip through the cracks and find his way into the flats here.
Yes, keep your eye out on number 11. Finds his way in the flats, he'll make some.
Instead, they go slant across the middle, and the pass is complete. Number 27 extends the drive. Caleb Lemoy.
Needed 5, got about 6 or 7 on that play.
But that goes back to the cushion that these DBs are giving South Beauregard.
Yep. So they're bringing the house here.
Dickerson going to be drugged down from behind.
That was number 6, Bryson Eaglin. They're on a big stop.
Loss of a couple on the play. I think that's the first loss of the game for the Golden Knights all night.
Lost a yard on that one. It's 2nd and 11.
Dickerson going to get the carry again. And starting to work. Starting to work on this game clock.
Yes, they are. Slowing down the tempo at least a little bit.
And it's going to bring up.
I noticed that they've been, at least as far as averages and stuff go, they've been taking 1 or 2, sometimes 3 seconds more.
And they got them to jump offsides.
Offsides on the Yellow Jackets.
You had a chance at a 3rd and sort of long right there, and you got to.
I was going to make that 3rd and 2, correct?
Yes, sir. It was 3rd and 7. That's relatively long as far as 3rd down conversions go, but 3rd and 2, it's very, very manageable for an offense that hasn't been stopped in this game so far.
Correction.
Stop once.
Correction, 3rd and 1. First time we've seen 4 down linemen here this evening.
Yep.
And it does not work. Gashes him for another big-time play.
Yeah, number 22, Cullen Dickerson, another big run there. And they're going to line up pretty quickly again.
And that was Dickerson.
And they go quick.
Here comes Dickerson again.
Dickerson goes inside the 10.
It's going to get to the 5-yard line. Gained up about 3.
2nd and goal from the 5. Waiting on the snap. Dickerson trying to cap off this drive. And he's at the 3-yard line. Penalty flag flies late.
Yeah, it looks like it was thrown.
It's away from
in the end zone.
I'm not sure who it's on. Gain of, call it 1 on the play.
Yeah, he only gained about a yard and a half.
So we'll wait on the penalty here. Personal foul against Kinder. Personal foul against South Bow, offsetting penalties.
And I believe it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
We're going to replay the down.
Gave it to both of them.
Clock will run. Just hit under a minute. Dickerson gets the carry, and Dickerson's in. And I think that's his 3rd touchdown of the night, correction?
You're correct about that. 3rd touchdown of the night. And
it didn't matter if
extending that lead for the South Beauregard Knights.
So Dickerson and number 16, Christian Wold, is in the running for play of the game honors at this time. Enoch.
Yes, sir. There you go. Oh, yes, sir. You're going to have a tough choice to make between those two.
It's been a 2-man show here this evening.
And the kick is up and good.
So 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Golden Knights 48 in the
new score from John C. Buck. South Bow rolling 48-12. Might see a running clock here in the 4th quarter.
A very real possibility.
So we'll step away, ladies and gentlemen, at this time. Here we go. 26 tees it up. Samuel Smith. Boot meets ball, and it's a short kick. And he falls on it around the 42-yard line.
Good job there for them to fall on it. That was the shortest kick that he kicked all game. They might have not have been expecting that, but still, good heads-up play there.
Going to set up Kinder, good field position.
First and goal for the Jackets. Ball at the 42-yard line.
So now you just start working on things for next week, right?
Yeah, throw some new plays in there that maybe you haven't run before. Just see what works, see what doesn't.
Or personnel-wise.
Maybe get some young guys in there.
See who can help you moving forward.
Yeah, get some young guys in there, see what they can do. It won't hurt. The more you can get young guys incorporated into a game, no matter what the circumstances are, it only leads to better things down the road.
But you keep coaching.
Still keep coaching.
You keep coaching your kids up.
12 and a half minutes left. You still got to coach. Doesn't matter how bad it gets.
South Bow on the other sideline, they're still inspired over there. Got a lot of coaches over there. They're coaching to win this ball game.
Oh, absolutely. They're not resting on their laurels. They're still business as usual for the South Beauregard Knights.
Second down and 9. Quarterback pulls here on the pressure, fires a pass, and somehow Rice climbs the ladder and brings down.
By number 4 with a man all over him.
Brings down the reception there.
Yep, it was a hard-fought yard on that play.
Yeah, picked up a yard.
7.
And that will be the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll step away. 3 quarters have come and gone from John C. Buck Stadium. All South Bow tonight. Knights rolling to their 5th win of the season. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights.
The score is the
Starting out this 4th quarter, taking a shot down the field to Perkins, and the pass is intercepted.
Pass is intercepted.
That's number 5 right there.
Number 5
with the interception.
And he's had a big night. Now he makes plays in the secondary. And the Knights will take over 1st and 10, and
the
probably
Knights will take over possession.
Probably see a lot of new faces here for the Knights check into the game. We check on the new quarterback at this time. What a night for number 16, Christian Wold. His backup comes in, number 9, Walker Langton, at this time, my friend.
And it looks like number 13 is going to be in the backfield for South Beauregard. Mr. Ben Flick will be there in the backfield at running back.
First and 10. Start off with an inside handoff. And it goes for about 2 yards. And
back for South Beauregard, number 13.
We'll see if they slow down the tempo here a little bit. Try to work this clock away.
They might not. If you're going to get the young guys in, you might want to get them used to running up tempo regardless, but they are slowing it down at least.
Tackle made by number 6.
Lost a couple of yards on that play.
Gain of about 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. That was no gain.
All of the 31-yard line.
And you're going to get another handoff here, and Levan there to greet him for a pickup of 1. And 4th down.
Gain of a couple is going to bring up 4th down.
And might be only their second punt of the night.
It is only their second punt of the night. Getting some of the young guys some reps. They'll send out the punting unit. Defensive South Beauregard will march back on the field. We'll probably see some young guys on that side as well.
Opelousas leads Natchitoches Central 26-12.
Back deep to return
Okay.
for the Yellow Jackets is number 11, Romero. Back to punt, looks like number 16, Woe.
And high snap,
snap.
they're going to try to block it here, but he does get it away, and it's a beauty. And it takes a friendly roll, and we'll down it at the 33-yard line where the Yellow Jackets will set up shop, 1st and 10.
Golden Knights and the Yellow Jackets will take over possession.
Looks like they're going to have another quarterback in on there. Number 2 is not coming onto the
First
field.
down, Jackets.
He is right there. Maybe he is coming back out on the field.
Called the 34-yard line.
Yep.
Yeah, he will be coming back onto the
Offense
field.
is still on. The varsity offense is still on the field for the Kinder Yellow Jackets. Try to go make this score more respectful than what it is right now to go get a score here.
Right.
And then, like I said, you start working on some things here. What you're comfortable with moving forward.
Start working, possibly incorporating your young guys in if you're Kinder as well. It wouldn't hurt to get some of those young guys a few reps in every now and again.
You start to look at both of these teams moving forward, and district play begins next week. South Bow, we said it Wednesday night, we thought that Lake Charles College Prep Jennings tomorrow night would be for the district title, but South Bow coming on the road with a statement here saying, don't forget about us in district.
Yep. South Beauregard could very well find themselves setting up a district title game down the road if they play the way they did tonight.
Kinder, rest of the way, they go into district play, and they're going to be heavily favored moving forward in some of those games, but a night like tonight can happen.
No, can't have another night like this.
Any given Friday, you can be beat.
Yes, because with Kinder, you have to be able to push this game to the side. When district play goes on, it's all systems go. And you can't relax on your laurels even after having a bad game and lose one of those district games. So
we start to check on next week who's both teams have.
Can do that right now.
1st and 10, Yellow Jackets, and Noah Romero
And number 11
gets the carry here and goes for about 2 yards.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8, ball on the 46-yard line.
2nd and 8 from the 46-yard line. We'll see who both teams have next week.
South Beauregard, Friday night, will have a home game against Jennings.
My goodness, what a game that will be next week.
Good game right there.
If Jennings gets a win tomorrow night, that very well could set up district implications for the title.
Yes, sir.
Roberts on the carry.
And Kinder is going to host the Oakdale Warriors next Friday night as well.
Start of district play for both teams.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to both teams going into district play. Penalty flag is on the field, and it will be against the Yellow Jackets.
Holding on the Yellow Jackets.
Not the cleanest nights with penalties either.
No, we've had a couple of cleaner nights than this.
2nd down and long. Back at the 36-yard line. South Bow's band sounds good from a distance, don't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Roberts running hard here in the fourth quarter.
Roberts on the carry.
He got those lost yardage back.
A gain of about 11 on the play, or 10 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 9 from the 44-yard line.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Waiting on a snap. Here comes the blitz. Roberts going to get another carry, and Roberts running angry. Roberts running free.
Oh, look at that.
And one man to stop him from the end zone. And a touchdown saving tackle there
Number 5, Luke Fontenot.
by Luke Fontenot.
Big gain there. That's good. That's a good play.
First down, Jackets. Ball looks like it's on about the 11-yard line.
Clock will run 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. The snap, Romero gets the carry, being patient, letting his blocks develop, and
he gets in, touchdown.
He gets in, touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Noah Romero caps off this drive in the end zone.
Yes, he does.
They will go for 2 here.
Yep. They've went for 2 every time that they scored in this game and in the last game. So.
New score update with Opelousas and Natchitoches Central after this 2-point conversion. Fires a pass last second, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So new score there.
7 minutes and 1 second remaining in the ball.
26-18, Opelousas with the lead late in the 4th.
48.
The Tigers are in for a little bit of a dogfight right now. You said it was late in the 4th, though. Get a couple first downs, they could probably close that game out.
So new score from John C. Buck, 7:01 to play. South Bow 48, Kinder 21.
18. They added the 2 points, but they had added the 2 points to the score.
So correction, 48 to 18. The scoreboard is wrong in the stadium.
They're fixing it right now. Yep, 48 to 18 is the new score.
Cal LaCour tees it up. And a lot of good takeaways from this one if you're South Bow.
Yeah, you're right about that.
The film's going to be
great game.
The film's going to be pretty to watch.
Number 27, Caleb Lemieux.
He's tackled down back at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Knights back on offense with a big lead here. 6:52 to play.
Golden Knights will take over possession.
Expect 3 handoffs here.
Yep.
Try to get on out of here with their 5th win.
Golden Knights.
You don't want anybody, no serious injuries here.
You're absolutely correct about that. You already have the game in hand. Make sure all of your men are injury-free. Let that time run down.
And Dickerson on the carry.
Get your young guys their reps as well.
No gain on the play. Spring up 2nd down and 10.
Second down and 10, handoff, and Romero blows that one up in the backfield.
And number 11,
Good read.
Romero on the tackle. Loss on the play. Dickerson on the carry. Loss of called about 4 or 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 15.
3rd down and 15, 6:12 to play.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
3rd and 15. Drops back. Finds a number. It's like number 11 open in the flats, but the Yellow Jacket defense finds a way to swarm and get a stop on 3rd down.
That play has worked all night. And that time, they finally pick it up late in the 4th quarter, and punting unit is out for the Knights.
Yep. Another 3 and out. Got your young guys in there. They're getting some plays, so.
No Romero back deep for the Yellow Jackets.
Good snap, good hold here. The last one he had, the snap was kind of high, but he was able to corral it, I believe.
Thank everyone for tuning in with us this evening. And timeout South Bow. So we'll take a timeout with them. I want to thank everyone for tuning in with us this evening. I want to thank the administration and head football coach here at Kinder High School for the opportunity to be here this evening for myself, Enoch Brogy, Alex Golden, and Mr. Sonye. Always a great time when we come to John C. Buck. They treat us well. Great hospitality. And we'll be back very soon in the near future. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, it's a date with Leesville at Iowa, live on Under the Lights. Boy, that's going to be some fun.
I won't be there for that game, but best believe I'm going to be tuning in to see how this goes. Want to see if Xavier Ford is going to tie or break Cecil Collins, all-time rushing touchdown record.
Do get a good snap and
good kick.
Beauty of a punt. Romero with the fair catch.
And the Jackets will take over possession.
There's a penalty late too. I'm not sure what this is. Penalty flew almost immediately after the punt was downed.
Nobody did any contact, so.
Yeah.
Could this be a unsportsmanlike conduct?
Maybe.
Maybe he said something after the catch.
Possibility.
Instead.
What?
Kind of confused on that one.
I am too.
Wait, what happened?
Did he not signal fair catch?
I could have sworn that he did.
First and 10, here we go, 5:06. Swings it out to Perkins here in the flats.
Has a little bit.
And a good open field tackle there. Seems like we called number 5's name.
Luke Fontenot.
Quite a few times tonight.
Luke Fontenot's been all over the field, man. He's played a very good game on defense. Another stop there for him.
And they keep targeting his side, but it seems like he's going to the wide side of the field every time and blanketing number 17, John Luke.
Yep. He has his man who's been working really well. He's had an interception earlier in this game.
Logan LaBeouf gets the carry, pushing defenders, and picks up about 8 yards there.
Had a swarm of Knights, had to stop him on that play.
Going to bring up 3rd and about 2. Ball down to about the 40-yard line.
4:20, clock runs away in the night here from Kinder, Louisiana. Third down and 2. And quarterback will pull, fires into the flats, finds Rice.
Got the first down.
And has enough for the first down.
Number 28, Mason Richards on the stop.
And we got an injured South Bow Knight down at this time. They look at the injury. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. 3:56 to play, 48-18, your score. Going to be assisted off to the sideline here, ladies and gentlemen. Prayers are with this young man at this time. Number 14,
Grant Crawford.
14, Grant Crawford, the injured South Beauregard Knight down at this time. Sending our prayers to the other sideline.
Absolutely. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
First and 10, 3:56. There's a snap. LaBeouf gets the carry, and seems like he's been itching close to break one here this evening.
Running hard on the plate down.
Yeah,
he's been held pretty much in check. Besides, his biggest run of the night might have been what? 16, 18 yards.
Yeah, LaBeouf has had he's had some good runs. He's had some success running the ball, but the South Beauregard defense has been able to keep him out of the end zone and has been able to minimize the big plays.
And speaking of LaBeouf, look at this.
Big play there. That's going to force the first and goal.
Gain of about maybe 17 or so. It's going to bring up. It's like first and goal to go for the Jackets. First down, Jackets.
First and goal for the Jackets from the 10-yard line. Ball is on the ground.
On the ground, quarterback recovers.
And it seems like every time they get inside the 30-yard line, the field starts to shrink on them.
It does.
Lost a few on the play. It's going to bring up second and goal from.
It's kind of discouraging to see if you're a Kinder fan, because they've shown that they've been able to move the ball. But when it comes to crunch time, when it comes to the red zone, when it comes to getting on plus territory, they haven't found a way to consistently cross into the end zone.
LaBeouf meets the linebacker in the hole there for a pickup of 1. 2:18 to play.
3rd and 9 for the Jackets. 3rd and goal from the 9.
Got a final score. Opelousas beats Natchitoches Central 26-18. Quarterback will roll to his right. Looks good coverage there, and number 2 is going to lower his hat, gets into the end zone, and Isaiah Thomas does it with his feet there. And this will make this score a little bit closer, but well out of reach here, Mr. Enoch.
Yeah, 105 seconds left in the game. You have a 24-point lead for South Bow. I'm assuming that when South Bow recovers the ball from the kickoff, 3 kneel downs, and they're going to go home with a win.
2-point
But
conversion.
Kinder didn't give up. Kinder kept playing the whole way through. Coaches kept coaching the whole way through. It's an encouraging thing to...
Throwing a fade here to John Luke Bentley.
And he got it.
And he got it.
He got it. Good catch.
Good throw. Better catch. And the 2-point conversion is good.
The Yellow Jackets 26.
So your new score from John C. Buck Stadium. South Bow 48, Kinder 26.
And I have
your biggest takeaway from the night for South Bow.
That
coming to you next. Your biggest takeaway next also.
That quick pace offense, man, it is a beauty whenever they run it.
Whenever they're in sync and they're in front of the chains.
Yes. You know, 10 to 12 seconds in between plays. It doesn't seem like they have a lot of variety with their plays. They take what the defense gives them and they tend to run with it. I mean, wasn't a ton of play variety. Normally, if it was a pass, it was in the flats. There was one deep ball that had connected. But South Bow really controlled this game in the trenches.
And fair catch taken in around the 30. And this game is a couple of kneel downs away from South Bow coming on the roll and stunning the Yellow Jackets on their home field. Biggest takeaway of the night, we go to our producer at this time.
Yeah, South Bow started this game out with the opening kickoff return for a good one. Set the tone for the game, and they kept going with it. And you can't deny how quick this South Bow's offense had an effect on the game. Started off fast, finished fast. Everything about them was fast tonight. Defense was flying to the ball. Had 11 guys going to the ball at every play. You cannot deny South Bow's effort in this game for sure. And Kinder, they stayed in this game for as long as they can, but turnovers, penalties.
Turnover on downs.
Missed fourth down conversions for sure. That was a backbreaker for them.
The best formation in all of football, ladies and gentlemen, is victory formation.
Yeah. And now you got a decision to make. Who's going to be the Under the Lights player of the game tonight?
We'll discuss it in the next 40 seconds.
Have a couple of more score updates.
Go for 'em.
For you. Final score, North Iberville 32, St. John's 28.
North Iberville 6-0.
6-0. Elton 34, Oberlin 18. DeQuincy up on ERAF 28-27 in the fourth quarter. Catholic of New Iberia rolls against Franklin Parish 42-0. Kaplan, big win over Patterson 55-20. A-Meat takes care of business against Bogalusa 51-0. Bell Chase up on the Willow School 35-22. And Evangel and Captain Shreve in the third quarter. Evangel up 56-49.
Man, what a game.
I got three more finals for you in 5A. Live Oak 21, Denham Springs 6 final.
Upset.
Yep. Fountain Blue 28, Slidell 21 final. And Riverdale beats John Ehret 30-27 in double overtime.
My goodness, that's where the Hash It Out show was.
Yep. JB and company had a really good game on their hands from first to end.
Final score here tonight from John C. Buck. South Bow comes on the road, gets win number 5. And they move to 5-1 on the season. Kinder falls to 4-2 on the season. Next week, South Bow got a big one at home with Jennings coming into town. And Kinder,
be a big test.
Next week,
Thank you.
We'll have Oakdale coming into town. Get ready. A lot of football going on tomorrow night. Look forward to calling a great game with Mr. Gary Swallow. So we'll see you live from Iowa, Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. We'll discuss player of the game honors at this time. Not much discussion needed. Player of the game honors tonight goes to the quarterback, number 16.
Christian Wold.
Christian Wold had 3 touchdowns running, 1 passing, and then the big offensive line probably could deserve player of the game honors also.
Yeah. Definitely get an honorable mention for how well they played today.
And then the running back was phenomenal also. So
he had 3 touchdowns of his own.
Don't want to discredit that.
Not at all.
But we sign off for now, ladies and gentlemen. Any final words, guys?
I was blown away by how well South Beauregard had played. I knew they come in with a 4-1 record. I knew that this team was good, but to see it live and in person, especially with how the trenches controlled this game on both sides of the ball for South Beauregard, it was a beauty to see. And the South Beauregard Knights, having this big win here on Under the Lights, it's going to open up some people's eyes. So as far as Kinder goes, not the best performance for them, but you know what? Get back at it on practice and work on what you need to work on, because district play is going to start for you next week as well as for South Beauregard. It's almost a new season.
New season begins next week.
Good evening,
Your time.
Please welcome to the field your Kinder High School band of gold.
Yeah, back to the South Bow. That tempo was very hard to keep up for Kinder. And another props to the South Bow defense because Kinder didn't really get going until they put the twos in. I think they scored 2 or 3 touchdowns on the twos. So big night for South Bow. Keep the momentum going into the playoffs. And the rest of the district, of course.
I want to thank my crew here this evening. Mr. Alex Golden, game number 2 for my man. Thank you for being here this evening. I hope we can see you again real soon.
Tomorrow night, baby.
Tomorrow night. You're right. The dandy. Enoch Bogey, always a pleasure. Thank you again, my friend. Player of the game honors tonight, number 16. Christian Wold, congratulations, South Beauregard. Final score, 48-26. We sign off for now, ladies and gentlemen. Good night from John C. Buck Stadium. We'll see you tomorrow night from Iowa, Louisiana.
I'm going to go get this to number 16, ETL player of the game.